What's good, people? People, what's good? Of course, you already see it's the Gasmasktribe TV podcast. And yeah, I'm in here with my shirt off because we got a motherfucking heat wave in motherfucking Compton. So I'm gonna go put on the shirt, but it's a motherfucking heat wave out here, people. I just want to let y'all know, motherfucking heat wave. Gasmasktribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull. We're gonna get into it tonight. We're talking about the billionaire talk, and yes, we got to get to our current events with this, and that's always the fun part. And we also got to get to Miss Cat segment. We got some things we're gonna show tonight, but. Let's roll the tape. People, thank y'all for tuning in. It's the Gasmasktribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull. Gang, gang, gang. One, two, three, showtime. So she's not a lesbian, or she is a lesbian?
No, she is a lesbian.
Okay. Well,
She's
great
not
way to start. If your church is got a cash app, there it is.
There it is.
One, two, three, showtime. Or have a choice in your mindset is part luck.
Really? Everybody ain't got Canada rules, man.
One, two, three, showtime. One, two, three, showtime. One, two.
What up? Thank y'all for tuning in to the Gasmasktribe TV podcast. Man,
Well, we filter out that bull. Nigga, it's been hot today, man. It has been hot today, man.
a hell of a week.
I mean,
Right. Well,
dude,
there go the ladies.
the ladies are in.
So sorry.
Braided up. No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
I didn't even know it was Monday.
I'm on a different laptop and I had to do all these new logins to just get in. So
I know. We know you're a busy woman, so I ain't yeah. Shout out.
Great.
Do that again. Notice I'm just busy women. You know? Gotta thank you. Hey man, thank y'all so much. Also, another great night tonight. We are talking about it. And as y'all can hear, Buck wanted to give his introduction. So let's all thank Buck for that.
I'll be right back.
People, we're gonna get into it. We're talking about billionaire lifestyle. We're talking about your money ain't right. And we're gonna get into some things tonight, but of course, I wanted to kind of present some things. I have a new slide. I want to show everybody a new intro that'll be for the show now. If you guys can check this out, this will be right here. Check gang. Big booty with a big room. Yeah, big room, big room.
Champagne for the one who got with a nigga with no clue. Made a bitch that'll kill you. Nice big booty with a bankroll. Champagne for the one who got with a nigga with no clue. Made a bitch that'll kill you. Big booty with a bankroll. Shoot the game, roll the dice. Fuck a pig, fuck her out. She's my type, she got pop. That's the type of love I like. Working bags, not her price. Girls you take us all in lights. 100 mil is the price.
Fuck the judge by me and Clyde.
She can money if you want to. But she got a man who would never lose. Dropping cannons on your whole crew. Killing everything you want to. Yeah, champagne for the one who die with a nigga with no clue. I met a bitch that'll kill you. Yeah, big booty with a bankroll. Champagne for the one who die with a nigga with no clue. Met a bitch that'll kill you. Nice big booty with a bankroll.
Gasmasktribe TV podcast. That'll be the new rollout that we're doing. Got some little changes that we're gonna make to it, but as you guys can see, there's a new thing that we're doing on here. But let me know, people, y'all watching. Let me know if y'all like it or not. If we should keep it, changing some things. I like to, you know what I mean. I haven't been home in a few days, so I didn't know what day it was. Facts. And then Miss Cat, what's up? You gave a thumbs down. Why? What's up?
Name spelled wrong.
Oh,
Change my intro. I told you that last week.
is it Hurtson?
Hurston.
Right. I thought that's what I had. I put Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we'll make those arrangements.
Yeah.
But thank y'all so much. You know what I mean? Yes, it's to me too, UK. It's quite a bit. So, you know what I mean? I just kind of form a little, that's kind of like a little template I was forming today. But yeah, it is kind of a little stretchy. So yeah, man, trust we're gonna make it like 10 times better. But so I want to give y'all, a view of what we be working on. But also I wanted to get into what we are here for tonight. Hold on, I think I spelled it right this time. Let me see if did I do it right that time? It's Hurtson. Hurston, right?
Yeah, you have HURT.
R. I have HURSTON.
On that thing you just put up now?
Big booty with a bankroll.
That's not it.
It's S before the T.
Is S before the what?
Before the T.
Hurtston.
Yeah.
Hurtstone.
Big booty with a bankroll.
Oh, I put Hurtson. Okay, I get you. I get what you're saying. It's the S before the T. Spell my name right. I get you. Right. Makes a lot of fucking sense, Makes a lot of fucking sense.
Daisy's like, okay.
She's like, what's crazy is that like men, like I wouldn't give to, but I can understand for women it's a little different because you guys take details. Like, they did an advertising thing on women and men, right? And it was an advertising test. And they were saying how men notice the big picture. Women notice the details, the colors, you know what I mean? And that's why they were great at detailed jobs. Jobs that take on a lot of details and a lot of things like that. So I get that, you know what I mean? I understand that, you know what I mean? So no, respect. No, I could respect that. I mean, I stand strong to respect that. Gasmasktribe TV podcast, where we fit out that bull. I would like to get into Miss Hurtson segment, if that's okay, if she wouldn't mind that. Yeah? Yeah?
Let's do
Gang, y'all just seeing it for the first time. You know what I mean? Because you gotta be nervous, man. I be nervous, like, I don't know if she ready. You know what I mean? I want to pull out the shotguns. Usually with notice, I just be like, all right, people, we've been getting to a Gasmasktribe, notice this, blah, 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 right? And he'll just,
you did that to me, and I was like, what?
and so sometimes, you know what I mean, Miss Catter correct the motherfucker right on the spot. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. But we about to get into it, people. Miss Cat Hudson, positive vibes on the Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast, where we filter out that bull. And don't get her name miss. I got it misspelled in the video, but we gonna correct that game.
Big booty with a big room. Big room, big room.
All right. So, you guys, this is my positive vibe with cats. So, all of us have had situations where we say, go to the grocery store. I got a hair sticking out. We go to the grocery store or we're doing some kind of random thing throughout the day, and someone does something really sweet for us. Like they go out of their way to pay for your groceries. For example, I've had that done for me. Or you go to the grocery store to get like, some chicken or beef or something like that. And the guy gives you like 5 pounds, but you only pay for 1 pound. So the positive vibe is grab some thank you cards. They're like $1 at like 99-cent store and put like 10 of them in your car. If you have multiple cars or if you have a purse, put them at one in each purse or whatever. And whenever you see someone or you experience someone doing something positive or something nice, sow a seed back to them and just get like a thank you card and put like $5 gift card or $6 gift card to like Starbucks or something, which is what I've been doing all month. And it's been such a blessing to me to like be able to just go, you know what, here, this card's for you, and just walk away. And the the vibe you get from people when they see that, oh, you did something nice, or there's a thank you card, and just put like a little note in and said, I noticed your kindness, and your kindness hasn't gone unnoticed. And then have like a little gift card. I guarantee you it'll bless your day, it'll bless your month. So try it. They didn't put up a thank you card. That's it. That's my positive vibe. Give me feedback though, you guys, and let me know how that worked out for you. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know.
How does those positive vibes and thank you card work with like relationships too?
It can if they're doing something that they don't normally do. Like say, you're with your girl or something like that, and she's like, I'm not cooking, I'm not doing nothing for you, whatever. And she like goes and picks up your laundry, or she does something like this totally out of her character. It's okay to like put something by her pillow, like a little thank you card saying, hey, I noticed you doing something nice. Have coffee on me. I mean, you might want to do something different for your girl because it's a different, relationship. But yeah.
Someone said, shit, fuck that. A gift card, give them money. They might want some weed.
Gift card to the weed shop. You fucking pieheads.
But you guys are
They
watching.
don't have gift cards for the weed shop yet, so just give them cash.
I just
Yes,
want to
they
hear
do.
people's experiences. I hope people chime in and let me know, like, that they did something, and they let us know, like, what reaction they had, how they felt when they did it.
Now
So
that reminded me of this homeless guy that is like on by the Beverly Center. He sits outside with a cardboard every day that says, I'm not going to lie, I just want some money for a beard. And people give him money because he just wants money for a beard.
Yeah, I
Because
don't
he's
know.
honest.
That's cool, but I like
Black
to give it to people who aren't expecting it, and they're doing something nice for you that we don't normally see. And I've noticed that now that I'm more conscious of it, I'm seeing more people do kind things. And it makes me go, oh, let me grab this out of my purse and give this to that person. It's an opportunity for me to let them know, continue doing the things you're doing because we need more people like you.
So you're talking
Oh,
about
you trying to pass the baton, pass the baton.
Right. And it doesn't cost that much. You can go get like 10 $5 gift cards, you know what I mean? And grab a pack of cards for like $3-4 at the 99-cent store.
so
And
you're
just
talking about
like,
paying it forward then. Like
what'd you say?
you're talking about paying the positive vibes forward then.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
nice gesture.
yeah, I like it. You know what? And I was about to, because I was about to sit here and be like, I'm about to chop on this shit. And then after like just like that's why you gotta hear a person out. And then after just hearing you out, I'm like, you know what? Actually, she has a fucking big ass point. Like just the gesture of letting someone know thank you, like that actually helped me out. Cause that's what I do every day. I don't give a thank you card.
I just
Right?
think
Huh?
about kindness too. Like California is well known for being a haughty state aside from New York. Like everybody, like you can't smile and expect to smile back or say hi and expect hi back. People just think that you're weird. So just kind of like passing on some type of kindness and, aside from a smile and a hello, I guess.
You're right. Like that's what I was saying. Like just to have just understanding that part of it, and just kind of like understanding that the good gesture is good, and that's why like, and we don't have a lot of podcasts that talks about this. Just giving off the good gesture, like actually actually wanting to brighten up someone's day, whether you're having a bad day or not. That
Yeah.
takes a lot of fucking integrity. And a lot of people don't have that because of the world and the social state that we live in. It's such an emotional bearing, you know what I mean, on the person, especially finances. And that's what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about the finance world, people. Um, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Notice you want to have something, you want to say something before we end the segment and get right into you?
No, I think that you were hitting the nail right on the head. Like when it comes to positive energy, what you put out is what you will receive. And then anybody that knows energy knows that. Like if you like what like Kat is suggesting is, if you get something or you haven't got nothing, you just want to put that positive energy out there, and 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10, that energy is going to circle around and come back to you. You know what I mean?
Right, right. No,
It's
exactly.
and it's a lot of the times that even in today, even with like social media, we see a lot of drama and we see a lot of negative things. So even with the news, I mean, you hear things on the radio, you don't hear so many of the tree out the cat, excuse me, the cat out the tree type of stories, or the woman being helped across the street, or the nice gestures. I mean, you hear them out every now and then. So I think it's a nice feel to get the positive vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
the moon.
Last comment before we end the segment. Shit, where I live. Oh, go ahead. You want to read that? My bad.
Oh, it don't matter. Shit, where I live in a small ass town. Everybody knows everybody. If you fuck up, the whole town gonna know.
What
Come on,
happens
Thank
in
you.
small towns, small churches?
stay positive, UK. God dang, look, no thank you notes. Maybe that should have that'd change.
Start handing out. Thank you. Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull. We're gonna get right into it, people. We're a little behind schedule, but we're gonna keep it going. Notice this current events. We are up for it. Bang, bang, gang, gang. 1, 2, 3, showtime.
Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? Let's notice this current events with the Gas Mask Tribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull. It's been a long weekend, y'all. And it's been a lot of things that came across the board. Hope everybody had a safe Labor Day weekend. Oh man. For Vegas, it is hot, just like it is out there in Compton with business. I'm sure it's like that everywhere. I think it hit 112 today and that was yeesh. Talk about stepping outside into a heat wave. Oh man, what one of the current events I have? Las Vegas is coming out with the Alice in Wonderland experience. I'm going to stay on this one brief, but they're coming out with the Alice in Wonderland experience. This is something that's going to be cool because as Las Vegas known, they are into one of the entertainment capitals. I can't imagine going in that motherfucker either drunk or high. That's just one of the places you probably just don't want to visit if you're having a power trip. So not a power trip, if you're having a little trip, that place is going to be crazy. But that is just one of the things that I want to stop in. But one of the big things I wanted to cover was Wingstop sandwich. Oh my goodness, Wingstop sandwich. Wingstop has a sandwich that they have rolled out, and all the flavors that you get at the Wingstop, the lemon pepper, the garlic parmesan, the sweet heat, and all that other stuff. they have rolled it out with a sandwich. From what I understand, I haven't tried it yet, but I would like to. Yeah, I know. Wingstop got a sandwich now. Check them out. Tell me, drop them in my DM. Let me know if you guys find them. Because I'm telling you, man, like I see somebody try it and they didn't like Wingstop. They wasn't a Wingstop fan. But from what I understand, they said that it was up there. It wasn't as big as your Popeyes, wasn't as big as your KFCs and your other competitors out there, but they said it was damn show good. And that for me is enough to damn for show try. Oh man, I don't know if Biz had the picture of the Wingstop sandwich, but if he doesn't, it's quite all right. Because speaking about chicken, Shaquille O'Neal has now opened up a chicken shack. It's called Big Chicken, and I'm telling you, they look like they're doing it all right. And you can get liquor there. You can get liquor there. You get your chicken. You get your macaroni and cheese. I'm talking about food because I am a fat ass. I've been eating food a lot lately. That is the Wingstop sandwiches. Bomb. I'm telling you, they make me want to go try them tomorrow. Look at all the juicy, delectable flavors they got there. So you just don't have to stick with one of the flavors. I can do mine without pickles, but you know what I mean? And just say the sandwich. I don't need the pickles on mine. You know what I mean? Anybody want to try those sandwiches with me? Definitely let me know how they is. How they are. Excuse me, how they is. I sound ghetto as shit. I don't want
That
to say
mango habanero wings. Oh my God, they're so good. And the Parmesan fries.
but imagine having that on a sandwich now. Imagine having that on a sandwich. The habanero's too hot. But you Mexicana, right?
Like spicy stuff, yeah.
See, I got a little.
You're not Spanish unless you like hot stuff.
Well, shit, you know my African roots.
Yeah, I was about to say black people love hot sauce.
Yeah, they love hot sauce. See, but I don't like. See, I can deal with so much spice. Just I don't like it where it's unbearable. Like we can't even enjoy the sandwich. You know what I mean?
Yo, talking about Shaq. Did you know like, I was doing Uber and these white girls were going to this club telling me that he was the DJ? He's
Shaq?
a DJ.
Yeah, Shaq is a DJ. DJ.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, he has all this
Shaq
money. I
is
think
a
it's really
big time DJ. That motherfucker.
yeah, I think it's amazing that he's like you got all this money. You already went after your stardom. You already, became famous, and now you get to do stuff that you love. Like, I think that's amazing.
He does icy hot commercials, DJs. He does all everything. He even does NBA sports around.
Yeah, I've seen him on the sports
right,
being
sports
a host. Yeah.
All that little stuff. So and now he has what is called Big Chicken out here, where it's a whole restaurant. And I don't know, you guys just gotta look at it up, man. The food looks amazing. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks amazing.
I'm sorry,
barbecue.
That was that.
Barbecue me some ribs, Jack.
Right. Yeah, he either owns or he's part of a lot of different businesses, which I think is pretty wild for Shaq. Shaq has his hands in a lot of things and big on him. You know what I mean? Big on him. For sure. But hey, has anybody heard about that new Mike Tyson series called Mike?
No, but I want to see it. Is it on Hulu or what's it on?
Good. Yes.
On Netflix?
Hulu.
I need someone's Hulu password so I can watch it.
See, the problem is
got Hulu for sure.
Wait. I'm sorry, not to cut you off. Just for the audience purposes, they wanted to know the list of Shaq's businesses. So I'll let you read that off. I had just put it up right now. And
okay, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, now, just don't get, these are a few companies he are franchised with, but you guys can understand the whole picture. But I'll let you take notice.
I can't see it. Blow it up. There we go. Papa John's. He's franchised with Papa John's, franchise owner and member of the board of directors.
I love Papa John's.
21. I did not know he was part of Forever 21. Acquisitions. Marilyn Monroe, acquisitions. J.C. Penney's, same. Elvis Presley, same. Krispy Kreme, franchise owner in Atlanta.
I knew that.
Restaurant owner. The Big Chicken, what I just talked about, just opened up. Everything from out here sounds amazing, is amazing. And Takes he is right on point with that. Google investor, Apple investor, and Beachbody. And I'm sure if you hit that more tab, there's going to be more down there. These are
What is Shaquilla and where is it?
Where's what?
The Shaquilla at? It's a restaurant.
Oh, that place closed down. It was in LAX. I mean, LA Alive.
Oh, LA.
It was not good. I didn't like their food.
Oh, okay.
Really? But he has his hands in a lot of different things. So,
I ain't gonna let him.
I love you, Shaq, but too much pork on the menu.
Was it a lot of pork?
This might answer
on
your
every
question.
menu.
Pork's typical serving is 3 ounces of cooked pork, leg,
Alexa,
loin,
no.
shoulder.
Hey, Alexa and Google be talking out of the blue. It'd be creeping me out.
You just took over.
Authentic. What does that say? Authentic Brands Group shareholder.
I wonder what that is.
I don't know. I have no idea.
What does acquisition mean? I didn't want to look stupid, but I don't know what acquisition means. What does that mean?
I don't know. Part of the business.
Yeah. It's like a piece of, like, you get a part of the business, but you just kind of in the middle. So it's just the acquisition of things going on. But so it's like he kind of owns it, but then again, he kind of doesn't. He's just more like in a decision making area. But you know what I mean?
Or maybe
just
he
for
just
business.
contributes, right? Like he contributes to it.
Definition of acquisition: an asset or object bought or obtained. The learning or development, skill, habit, or quality.
So he's probably in.
Yeah, he's part of. In some form or fashion.
He's part. Yeah. Probably has a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's
he's closing everywhere. So I'm like,
I love Elvis movie. Did y'all see that Elvis movie?
Yeah.
I
Oh my gosh, I felt so sad.
I'm not a fan.
I love Elvis.
Okay.
I like it.
Look, it's okay for me not to be a fan of Elvis Presley.
No, it's not.
Hey, before we end this segment, I just have to say I used to be a big fan of Elvis, like big time, until I end up doing thorough research and I was like, fuck this dude.
What happened?
Oh, yeah. I'm a musician and I said that. So
I don't know. I don't know what biz hang up is on that. But I'm just not a fan. I don't you don't have to say fuck
and
it.
You're gonna have to fill us in what you find out because I love
talking about a whole
Elvis.
I love like I'm an Elvis, the whole dance and shit. Yeah, I'm the whole dance and everything.
Return to sender.
Fuck him. You talking about the biggest biter on the fucking planet? Fuck him.
Y'all wrong.
What? Hey, don't let me go into a music rampage. You know what I mean?
He loved black people and black music.
It's a 99 cents tape. That's
he did, but you know what? A lot of the managers and stuff, the music that was not really appreciated from a black man owner that actually created that music was sent to a white man like Elvis. But that doesn't mean you should hate him because it was basically
the times. Yeah.
Yeah. It was what it was.
It was very insightful.
Hold on, try to see my face when I do this. Fuck that nigga. Fuck him.
Anyway.
Let's
get back to Mike Tyson.
Hey, I used to love Luther
Mike
Vandross.
Tyson. I need someone's Hulu account so I can talk about it. Thank you.
I was big up. I was hung up on Luther Vandross until I saw this.
About Hulu, you have to be serious.
Huh?
But you see how like the artists, they're not really their own. Like they don't own their own stuff. Basically, they're owned by these companies, and they have to do whatever that company tells them to do.
Right, a good voice is a good voice, but taking somebody's shit is taking somebody's shit. That's a whole nother level. But we ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into that right now because we still in his segment. But I feel you though. But go ahead, notice my bad.
Taken or borrowed.
Anyway, Elvis is not that impressive to me. I'm just whatever. He's a whatever me, the guy.
We love you, Elvis.
Yes.
Anyway, Mike Tyson, new film. I checked it out. I still got to go check out episode number 2. The first episode, at first, when I first seen it on there premiered, I was like, I don't know about this. And I'll be honest, I did like it.
Is it only on Hulu? Is it on Peacock or All Black or Netflix?
Yeah, Hulu also right. They were the ones that signed the deal with it. And supposedly, Mike Tyson got fucked out of a lot of money with that deal too. So, according to some sources with Dana White was supposed to be selling the deal, and he had a few choice words with it about how they backed out of the deal with Hulu right before they premiered it. But it is a good show. I would recommend that you go check it out. He is like, the actor is right on point from when he talks about his autobiography. I mean, it's just everything about it is just right on point. Even down to Robin Williams is she's played by very well known actors. These actors you will recognize who they are. I can't give you a list of names right now because I don't know. But yeah,
wasn't it something like he wasn't feeling the movie or something like that? Did he get upset about it?
No, he was getting fucked out of some money.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
It all boiled down to money.
They were always getting messed out over some money.
It's his story about him, and he's not getting paid right. Put it like that.
Who got paid right at all? Did you hear about TLC and how they cheated them out the money, their money?
Right.
They were always getting cheated out their money.
I do know this, Miss Cat. If you are a student, or if you know a student, and you have a student email, or you can get Hulu for $1.99, and it's on
really
there. Yeah. So there you go.
Yo, thank you, UK, for saying that. You know what I mean? It's a
They
white
did. They gave him the credit in this movie.
Elvis stole 90% of his identity from black folks.
Like literally, this movie shows you where he gets his inspiration
Yeah,
from.
I think you should watch the movie.
What movie?
Before you say that.
Elvis movie that just came out.
That movie don't make
them the credit.
Wait. Hold on. See, wait. See, this is what I fucking hate. This is when I go on a fucking rant. Because of shit like this, right? Because of shit like a motherfucker can come after, they can make a repeat. This motherfucker didn't make no repeat on movie. They did that. His peoples did that because they came to find out that Elvis was fucking racist. What? Oh, hell no. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you. What?
I don't think so.
People
I mean, unless you need to watch.
Bro. Look, I'm gonna tell you, nobody would come out because they already have a movie out about Elvis.
But in the movie,
they already have a movie out about Elvis.
His best friends were black. He loved hanging out with black people, so that's why I'm like,
hey, look.
He was in a black neighborhood. He grew up in a black neighborhood.
Don't tell him the movie. He needs to just go watch it for himself.
Hey, look, that's so awesome. I didn't want to see it because I saw the first one. Right?
But watch this one.
I can't watch a re-narrative story that's painting a person in a different light to show that he wasn't this quote unquote person that took all this quote unquote.
Well, this one is based off the producer or manager who is telling the story.
Right. There you go. Right. Somebody else's narrative. It's not his narrative.
Well, so he's never going to make a narrative because he died, even when he was alive. I mean, he wasn't going to make his own movie.
His daughter married a black guy, so obviously they're not like racist, I don't think.
Hey, we're not saying what his daughter is into. We
knew what I will consider
what his daughter was into. I'm just talking about the man Elvis. So someone said, someone said, "Fuck that movie, fuck him. I ain't watching it."
so it says Elvis Presley. And when I was a child in 1970, I used to hear that Elvis Presley said, "The only thing a black woman can do for me is buy my records and shine my shoes."
Is that a quote?
That is a quote.
Yeah, I don't know. That don't sound like a quote that he would
That
say.
don't sound like a quote from Elvis. I know,
Yeah,
I know,
no.
I know, I know. Hey, all I say is, before my great grandfather
He did grow
raised
up.
me up on this type of music, right? Literally, I was raised up on Elvis, Mahalia Jackson, the Five Blind Boys, the Jackson Southerners. I mean, some literally Fat Domino, like people you ain't even heard of, but like these artists came from that era, and in that times, like I already knew that Elvis was literally a white version of Richard Pro. I'm sorry, Little Richard, right? We
That is
already
so
knew that.
funny you brought him up because I was thinking Little Richard the whole entire time because
He's
my
in the
foster
movie.
mom was like his best friend.
I
Like
seen the movie.
I got to meet Little Richard.
He's in the
That
movie.
is so funny. Little Richard is
The
basically in
movie.
all the movies and all the music movies.
You need to watch the movie because I think you're gonna have a different outlook once you see his life, his background, his
No,
friends.
see, you keep saying him, but this
Well,
is
I'm saying,
someone
but it
telling
talks about
about
his
him.
friends and who he was around, and you're gonna see a totally
Yeah.
different view of what you have
Okay,
heard.
Oh
okay,
well, did you
this
guys
is
watch
great.
the
This is
Little
great
Richard
because
movie on
notice.
TV? Like on I think it's that it might be on Hulu too. The Little Richard movie is actually really good too. It reminds me
Okay,
also of Why Do Fools Fall in Love because he was also in that movie. I
I
love
just
these
want you to
movies.
I just want you guys to you can't make a definite decision on someone's life just because their story came out that they were really a nice person, right?
Well,
And
you
that's a
can make
narrative. That's a narrative that someone wants you to believe about the person. Like notice, I could pass on. Notice can give a story on what he know of me and blase blase, right? And get almost closer to close. But the narrative he knows is a different narrative than I know. It's total difference.
but we
Total
can't
different
really base
That
narrative.
is
off of
why his
other
narrative
people's
of you is not
opinions,
true. That's
like
what
knowing him.
So
Like we don't
okay,
really
so
truly
when you
know if
watch the
he's
Ray
racist
Charles
or not.
movie, when you watch the Ray Charles movie with Jamie Foxx, right? I look at that as Ray Charles because
I
Ray
thought
Charles
it was
literally gave
wrong.
right. It gave him the blueprint. This was Ray Charles's life, right? There's no way you can differentiate anything from that. This is his literally narrative of his life and how it went. When I saw the documentary of Elvis, the real Elvis, not this redemption movie that came out. This is a redemption movie. Not the redemption movie. I'm talking about the first document.
The original.
And that the original. And that motherfucker, look, don't get me wrong. The dude's an amazing artist. He's an amazing artist. I'm not taking anything from that. I'm not looking at that. But when I look at Luther Vandross and I notice all of Luther Vandross hits were fucking covers, what? All of Luther Vandross hits was covers.
For other people.
Yes. Yeah, they were black, white, or it didn't matter. You get what I
Don't
mean?
watch it then. Don't watch it.
When you, when you look at that, you kind of like it really makes you look at the artist different. You know what I mean? And it really makes you look at the narrative of who they are. So I enjoy the entertainment of Elvis,
Jesus.
but
So
when it
you
comes
saying
down to
someone's
the
not an artist if
personality
they
of
do
him,
a
I
cover?
couldn't. Huh?
Are you saying someone's not an artist if they do a cover?
You're not. If 17 hits of yours is covers, you don't
Yeah,
know how to write music.
you're a cover artist.
You're a cover artist. You're
But that's just like saying, okay, so everybody who sings Timberland songs or Neo songs are all covers because those were all like theirs. Neo wrote a lot of songs for people.
Yeah, he did.
Timberland wrote a lot of songs for people. So you're trying to say all those artists
right,
are
but write it.
artists.
No. See you're
They
what you're
wrote and sang
doing.
their
No,
songs.
you
So did
can't take
Kanye.
no. See now I'm going to go on a rant. This took us off the show. Look, but I gotta correct this. You cannot take a songwriter and put them in the same box as an artist of a person who sings other people's songs that other songwriters wrote. Does that
Yeah,
ever
but
make sense?
that's what I'm saying. Neo is a songwriter and an artist, and he wrote and sang songs for people, but he wasn't known. So they wrote and they sang his song.
The song Neo wrote for Celine Dion was
Neo
not
wrote
a
a
song
lot of
that
songs.
Right, but those were not songs that he put out himself. To the left, everything you want. To the box, to the left. That wasn't a song he put out
He didn't
himself.
put it out to the world, but he did put it out. So
No, he didn't.
technically, it's a cover.
No, he didn't.
He came later. He came later because he got
No,
fucked up.
check. What you're talking about, I gotta correct this. What you're talking about, Miss Hudson, is a reference track. A reference track.
Reference cover. He sang it first.
No, a reference track is not an actual song that was already published out there in the public. It's not. It's two different things.
Well, I think that if you are an artist and you cover people and you sing the song better than they do, I think you're an artist. But
no, that just means you're a great singer. That's all that means. It don't mean you're a great artist. You're just a great singer. A great singer is different from a great artist. Like Beyonce is a great artist, right? Singer, do this, does that. I think she's a great artist. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. I know she got this darkness and that good stuff and this or whatever. She's dope. If you see the girl live, you see the girl live.
I've seen her live. I've seen her at the VMAs or whatever. She has a great voice.
Live, like in person. Like the girl is smacking. The girl is unbelievable. What we see on TV ain't what you see across the screen ain't shit to what you see live. Like the girl she puts her heart on the stage. I ain't gonna lie. She's really underrated when it comes to endurance and stage performance. Really underrated. Like Michael Jackson would say, "Damn, bitch, you on my level," because she's that tight. Like she's tight in the show.
Beyonce?
Yeah, she's a murderer in the show. She's kill. You can't. Only person I could say that will probably top her, and that can only top her in the musician realm. Stage performance, maybe nah, but in the musician realm, the only person that could top her would be her. The artist, her.
Yeah,
she'll eat her ass up.
I
when it comes to a musician, right? I just want to say that when it comes to musician, her would eat Beyonce up. But when it comes to like just stage performance and put on just a big production, Beyonce murders all day. I don't fuck what anybody say. Sheesh.
That's
amazing.
What about Janet back in the day?
That's the end of Notice Current Events.
I'm sorry, Notice.
Sorry, Notice.
Sorry, Notice. We done we went on a rant on your fucking. That's what happens when you get the current events. You know what I mean? That shit may take you all left. You know what I mean? Like hell no.
I'm just glad I was able to spark a conversation. Shit, fuck it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm here for. Let me spark a conversation.
1, 2, 3, showtime. So people, yep. You already know me. I always got to bring some thought-provoking shit. We're going to get into it. We're talking about billionaires, right? We're talking about the billionaire lifestyle, how to obtain, and to tell you that your money ain't right? But I'm more slow here to tell that, and we just here to expound on it. I'm going to tell you tonight why your money ain't right? Because I just figured that out this week. Why our money ain't right. Gasmasktribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull, but of course, I gotta just bring some thought provoking, and we're gonna have the tribe speak on that. Gang.
So the chicks is mad, and since I was 16, I don't give a damn, and even right now, even more so. So they want to know in my DMs why I never drag men, and here's why. Get ready to vomit. Whether he's a Pookie or whether he's a Ray Ray and I'm a lioness on the savannah tearing y'all asses up like I'm doing, a Pookie and a Ray Ray is still over me. To the girls that get it, and to the girls that don't, because you're getting left behind, like I said. See, y'all don't like men because y'all are fake ass lesbians, like I said. That's why y'all pay so much attention to another woman. You want validation from the man, but in reality, you just want validation from other women because you want them to be jealous of you and your body. That's why when you walk past a woman and you think she's beautiful, when you walk past her, you turn back around to see if she's looking. Y'all are gooses. All right? That's why I don't drag men. They're over me. I have a place, and my place is under men. And whether he's a Pookie or whether he's a Ray Ray, it's not my place to castrate him like how you bitches can.
People, the reason why I wanted to play that, I wanted to throw a conversation in. This is why women like her are able to reach certain heights and the man world, I should say. I didn't know how to correct it. I would say society, but that would make sense. But inside of man world, women like her of stature who thinks this type of mindset kind of moves up in the world to become more up level. But let's bring the tribe on to expound on this. I would like to know what they think about all of this. As the first video of the show, just thought provoking. This is the thought provoking moment. What do you guys think? Your response to the video?
She chose violence.
She chose violence. Yes, she sure did.
I have no thoughts of this video at all. Like, you be finding the craziest people to be talking to completely crazy. No thoughts. Like,
no
it
thought.
gives no words.
There's a lot of
No
women.
words.
Women.
Yeah, I'm not really fond of how she came at the whole how she might have been trying to say like a man is the head and he's the leader. I get it. But the way she came at it and like telling us like we're beneath men makes you be like, girl, get out of here. Because I mean, I get that you don't want to castrate men and all this stuff, but hey, there's women out here that are making way more than men. So they don't, you know what I mean? It's not that. So
Okay,
where are they going wrong? If they don't, some of these women are single and they're making a lot more than men. How are they losing because they're not putting men above them?
Okay, 1 second. I'll let the team expound on that. 1 second. Unknown said, I want to get to these comments before we get too far ahead. UK says, y'all forget in the 1960s being racist was hella normal, which yes. If you weren't back then, people looked down on you so you don't try to Elvis wasn't racist. Don't try to Elvis wasn't racist. Crap. Tone was good. Tribe was good. Tone says, like Biz wrote Tour Bus as a reference for Tone. Yes, I sure did. I wrote Tour Bus for Tone, and I just did a reference. I did not publish the record. I did not put it out amongst the public. I just gave it to him as this is how the song should flow, blah, blah, blah. And he sung it as his own song, and it was published as Tone. So also he says Pookie, also UK says Pookie and Ray Ray ain't heard that in years. Yes, man, they ain't never really heard a woman really talk like that, where it could be the lowest of man and she'll still appreciate him because he's a man and he is above her under God's eyes, so but yeah, let's talk about it, ladies. What do you guys think? Was she far off?
I think she was brash. I think she was a little rough with the
I already said what I had to say.
Yeah, I'm like the next video.
I'm over it.
So what do you guys don't think men?
Like give that much energy to it.
So you don't think man is above women? Whether he's a Pookie or Ray Ray? Huh?
It's clear that the man is supposed to be the head of the woman.
No, we're not saying supposed to be. We said ahead. Like just period. Man is above you. Whether he's a Pookie or Ray Ray.
Pookie, Ray Ray.
If he's a Pookie from the street or Ray Ray down a crackhead, no, he's not supposed to be my head.
Well, not your head. See, I think when we notice, I'll let you.
He's not supposed to be my leader. No, he's not supposed to be all this amazing.
See where they
I
get it.
think
Where they getting at? They're taking it in a different light or a different manner than
right, they are.
what. Are you? Were you ladies offended? More offended by what she said, or were you just turned off?
I was turned off.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Why you turn? Was it just the delivery?
It was the
It was
delivery.
all over the place, and it wasn't structurally
Sound?
my cup of tea. So I would have like just deleted it
It
after
was the
2.
delivery for me.
Just play it again. Play it
I just
again.
feel people are soft.
Didn't hear it again.
No, you ain't gotta play it again. Play something else.
They don't want to hear that shit. Throw that shit out of here. Get that shit out. We don't want to hear no Pick Misha.
There wasn't any.
I'll play a little bit. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'll just play a snippet.
So the chicks is mad, and since I was 16, I don't give a damn, and even right now, even more so. So they want to know in my DMs why I never drag men, and here's why. Get ready to vomit. Whether he's a Pookie or whether he's a Ray Ray, and I'm a lioness on the savannah tearing y'all asses up like I'm doing, a Pookie and a Ray Ray is still over me. To the girls that get it, and to the girls that don't, because you're getting.
So,
No wonder y'all here. I think you guys are a little bit offended by it.
Yeah, her whole attitude is on that, and it is what it is. Like, girl, get out of here.
Yeah,
What
I'm like,
she's saying is the status quo as far as men and women. Men are
I mean, but
It's-
here's my thing: like,
this is over
men
kicking
will always be the head of the woman, but I'm not. That's not. I didn't take
I
that.
done had enough of you, Biz. Get out of here.
That's over
I didn't get that.
Don't hide your face.
kicking Legos.
I'm thought provoking like a motherfucker. I make motherfuckers like.
You gotta go to
Sorry.
and
I swear, the look on y'all face was like, fuck her. You can throw her ass in the
They're
trash.
just uneventful.
throw that whole bitch in the trash. God damn.
Yeah,
All
the
right,
three of
people.
us is uneventful. I don't have any like personal thing against her. I
Right.
don't know her. I don't know.
Right.
It ain't fitting my stove.
So I mean, just a little content. She was going through a lot of bashing from other women, asking her why she don't bash men, and that's why she made the video like she made it. You know what I mean? And when you look at that, it just kind of make me look at why women are in the certain type of mind state that they're in, right?
Yeah.
Which when you're trying to reach a certain level in life, become with billionaires or become with a millionaire or become with a guy who's substantially making a significant income. You know, when you look at these things in a mind state, these men look at that. Like they look at that type of mind state to say, like, if I want to deal with this for the rest of my life, or if I want to give her half. Because, like, I don't think every billionaire or millionaire thinks of a fucking prenup, right? If they find a woman that they really love, they actually want to be able to take care of her for the rest of her life. So I don't think that every billionaire is like, no, motherfucker, you gotta sign a prenup. You know what I mean? I don't think every billionaire is doing that. You know what I mean? Like men do find women that they really fall in love with, and her mind state and her, her positivity that she gives across really encourage him to do more and make more. And because of that, men have no other choice but to give all. That's just what we're bred to do. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think women really understand that in that high, significant, mature factor. You know, that's where it changes the game. That's why I use this video as a thought provoke to kind of show the mind state of where some women are and where others are. Right.
I think
And
it
it's
also shows the dynamic of how a lot of women out there are so quick to bash men. You know what I mean? As far as in the relationship and outside the relationship, like, or just the mind frame of just a lot of women. I think Miss Hurston, I think that's the correct way to pronounce her last name, is the one of the nothing against you, Daisy. It's just Miss Hurston is one of the only ladies I've heard in a lot of years that are just on board of not bashing men. of
I
like
was gonna
to
say,
let men.
if there's people in circles that don't bash men, I think you guys are just surrounded by the wrong women
No,
because
that's
not
that's
all
that's a
women are bashing
cultural
men.
that's a
That's the total
cultural
opposite.
that's a cultural influence. Women are naturally brought up to be like, yo, man, fuck that nigga. You can do it yourself. That is the mind
No,
frame of
not
most
all
women.
women are brought up
A
that
lot of
way.
women. Not of most women, a lot of women, should I say. Like when you teach independency, you're teaching man bashing. You're teaching well, the way women independency for women is taught, it's like, oh, you can step
Damn,
on a man. That's a fact.
damn,
That's
damn.
a
That's a bar there. That's a bar there. Teaching independency is like teaching men bashing, because you're saying that you don't need a man, and what do you need him for? He's
exactly.
not on your level. And if you
You
do find a man that's on your level, you go try to boss that motherfucker anyway,
right down
because
the drain. Right down the drain. When you're
Well,
supposed to be
Sarah
crazy.
said, I don't need a man. I just want one. Because her mom told her, go after the rich man. And she was like, Mom, I am the rich man. So if I don't need the man. I want one. It is an honor. It is something to be added to me because I'm already happy with myself. I can already provide for myself the things that you can provide. So what is there that you can really give me? You can add to my happiness and add to what I have, but that don't mean I have to bash you. I don't have to bash you.
but
Just because I don't need you don't mean I'm bashing you.
yes, you are. You're saying when you say you don't need a motherfucker, that is bashing. No, I don't care
Well,
how.
when we needed a motherfucker around, the motherfucker was like, well,
No,
no. And when a woman needs, she is in a vulnerable state. This is why women stay around and they get
Man,
abused, they get
women.
disrespected, they get cheated on
Hey,
because they feel
hey.
they need this person so
Okay, can I,
much. Now I have to be vulnerable and
Miss
delicate.
Cat? Miss
Daisy,
Cat.
hold on, Biz. Daisy,
Okay.
if I came in your house and you was like, and you were like, and you're fixing dinner, I'm like, I don't need you to fix dinner.
I
Is that,
don't. I
is
can
that,
fix it myself, but I would like you to do it. If you're in my house and you're a man, please come fix my freaking lights. I mean, I have a light right now that broke. I need someone to come fix it,
the
but
verb,
I can do it myself.
the verbiage of saying like,
Sometimes I need a motherfucker to take me to go to the car dealer. They try to get over on a woman. Let's
right.
be honest.
So
You
then
know
you
what I mean? If you don't know much about cars, they would try to get over on you and charge you up the trying to get over on you.
and there's a lot
So
of
when
different.
they see a man, I don't know, it's something about a man's presence that'll make them back up and be like, okay, I'm gonna be a little bit more reasonable, But with the women, they try to get over stuff, but that doesn't mean I necessarily need you. I just want you. I want
That's
you.
a contradiction of exactly what you just said. You do necessarily need a man to be at the car dealership with you because you don't know what it is about a man's presence that makes them back down. So necessarily, you do need a man.
He said necessarily. I hear what she's saying and I hear what
I
you're
totally get
saying.
it too.
And
I get it.
here's the thing. We both need each other. And the
I
sooner
agree.
that men and women realize that we need each other, the better we'll be. Men need women and women need men.
Okay, and I'm
That's just
glad you said that, people. I'm so glad you said that, people. Thank y'all for tuning in. I want y'all to stay here, stay right here. It's going to get very fucking juicy. Y'all know Biz is start provoking, but it's going to get very juicy
The late
because
fighter.
the whole point is to give people the whole point is to give people a different perspective on things in life, right? So to help people filter our life's bullshit, right? And the whole reason of me playing these videos is not to say that people are like this or whatever. It's for us to expound on and filter out. So even if we may feel like we don't have anything to say on that topic, it's real important that we expound to give people a different perspective on something that they may not know of, right? And that's what we're experts at on the show. Gasmasktribe TV podcast, where we filter out that bull. I'm going to play the next video, and y'all gonna like this. Y'all gonna really like this concerning Andrew Tate. You already know the wealth on this man. You know, you guys know he's making money. But check this out. This is a little different that people may not understand. Yeah, yeah.
I don't want kids. And just because that life choice is not the same as yours, it doesn't mean that it's something that I need to work toward.
When you're 52 and you're past it with no grandchildren in a house by yourself and all your friends have grandchildren in this beautiful life and you're sitting there by yourself, do you think the fact that you can afford a few extra Gucci bags is going to genuinely make you feel happy? I was at my grandmother's 93rd birthday. I looked there. My grandmother had 9 children because there was my father and 8 more. They all had a bunch of kids, blah, blah, blah. I stood there and I looked at my 93-year-old grandmother, and there was a whole room full with maybe 70 people that came from that one woman. Isn't that remarkable? Yeah. That nobody cared about her career. Nobody asked what job she did. Nobody asked how many times she went to the club. Nobody asked if she had time to go to festivals. No, you had 70 sentient beings, including myself, full of life from one woman who dedicated herself to being a mother and a good wife. That is beautiful. And if you sit here and genuinely think that you're going to work your ass off through your fertile years and by the age of 54, you're not going to be suicidal alone with a cat, then you're dumb.
We talking about it, people. We talking about it.
What is wrong with your face, Daisy? What is wrong with you?
No, I'm just saying he said suicidal with a cat. I'm like, yeah.
I have 2 cats.
I know.
I'm a kitty. I'm a cat parent.
But you're not alone. You have kids.
I think that most people we're all here to be a part of something and someone, right? I think it is healthy for us to have relationships and it's healthy for us to have families, but not all people are healthy individuals to have a family, right? There's a lot of people who have kids that should have never had kids. They brought into this world a whole bunch of misfits, a whole bunch of issues and all that. So I think that if someone makes that decision that they want to be alone,
I disagree.
Make a decision and let them.
It's like 98% of the community.
But I am all for family and togetherness, and I don't even think that people should be on birth control, to be honest. But I also don't believe that people should just be sleeping with random partners. You should have a partner, have as many kids as you can, and replenish this earth with people. But if someone decides to want to do that, then that's their right.
So, people, I want to let you guys know out there, we're going to, every host on the show is going to be able to respond, and then we're going to go through your comments, and then we're going to kind of have this back and forth from response, comment. So, people, we are going to read your comments throughout the night. I'm going to go with the first one, then we'll get to Miss Daisy and Notice. Gorilla says, want to read it? Oh, I thought you were about to read it. I saw you. My bad.
I don't know what you want me to do no more.
Because I was looking at you and I saw your lips moving. I was like, oh, you going to read it? Okay.
I'll read it to myself. I'll read it. Vanilla Gorilla. I'm starting to see that men are basically needed for reproducing. Because if not for the human race, would die off. We would die off. He's starting to sound like a chick right now, Vanilla Gorilla. I'm just going to say, for a hot second, if I didn't read your name, I would think you was a chick right there. That comment, but I get what you said. You said you speaking from the man standpoint.
Miss Daisy.
Daisy.
Sorry. Yes, I feel like I don't know. Like my grandma had a lot of kids, and I feel like she shouldn't have had all them damn kids because honestly, she was not a good mother. So and she was faithful to her husband, and her husband kept leaving her and coming to America and cheating on her with like different women and then coming back to her. So like I just seen that a lot. That don't mean that it was okay. So to me, I'm just like, look, I do feel like we, like she said, we do need each other, but do we necessarily need each other to live? Like, no. Like I could survive Like there's so many people that have survived without. Doesn't mean I don't want somebody. That's not mean that I don't want to be with somebody, but I want someone that's going to be healthy, mostly healthy, because I think everybody is something wrong with everybody. Nobody's going to be 100% perfect. But yeah, I also about that the reproduction and stuff. Do you know like the government killed off a whole lot of society, so now they're trying to control women and like being able to be on birth control because they want us to procreate again. So it's like make up your mind. You're killing off people, but you want us to make more human beings in a messed up society right now, especially with COVID and all these diseases. Like you don't even know how the babies are gonna take it.
Can I say something right quick? I'm gonna let you notice go, but real quick. Um, you know, black women are like at on the FBI wanted list because of how many babies and crimes that were like assist by them or they've been attached to. Remember we had a conversation of, and I got scrutiny behind it, but when we had a conversation notice about how women are getting dudes set up more than we know.
Yeah,
Or
that
if
was
not set up, they're caught in certain positions, but it's
yeah,
all due to a woman or by a woman or
causing dangerous situations with men that are done
right,
by
right.
women. Yeah, men.
So it's when you were saying that, it just kind of made me thought of that. But
It triggered.
what I mean, just that right. It just triggered that thought. I'm sorry, but you know,
Well, I like it was two
I
things. It was two things that Kat said and Daisy. Y'all both said something similar. Daisy said that your grandmother had kids. She should never had even, and she was because she wasn't a great mother. And then you said, Kat, that there's people out there that shouldn't that has no business taking
Having children.
kids. I disagree. I believe I feel like that if the kids are created, they're meant to be here for a certain reason, and whether they're misfits or not, there's a certain balance when it comes to nature. So
Right. Well, that's why I didn't abort my children. Like,
No,
I
no,
mean,
I'm not talking about the whole abortion thing. I'm saying there's certain people that are not fit to be parents. I'm not talking about people should kill
okay,
off
and
kids.
that's where I take it back
um,
off. Like my grandma not being one of those people that was not fit to be a parent.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
okay, well, regardless if they were unfit or not, okay. So if like that's just like saying Beethoven shouldn't have kids, even though he was crazy as fuck and killed himself and chopped off his ear. He composed beautiful music, did he not?
That has nothing to do with him being a daddy.
You're saying misfits. Like what I'm saying is like if
Okay,
you
so what I'm trying to say is the guy on the corner at the gas station that has a mental problem is asking for money,
so
who is homeless, should
okay,
not be having kids. He
why
doesn't
not?
have a roof over his head. He's mentally unstable, which means he may abuse the next kid or put that kid in harm's way. That's what I mean by some people are
Okay,
not
you
fit
Yeah.
mentally to be having children. They can have sex.
Imagine how much trauma you're passing down to
Yeah,
your kids.
that's
Like my grandpa was not a good
that's
grandpa. He was
but that
constantly drinking. You know, he was pointing rifles at my aunt. Like, yeah, imagine all that trauma. Like,
I,
so
yeah,
I,
yeah, there's
but
people that should not be
say
having children. They're not ready they're not
crazy
strong enough
stuff.
to handle the task because to have a child, you have to be ready for the task. You know,
I
it's
think you have to be
not a 2 year thing,
healed.
it's a lifetime
Have to be
commitment,
healed.
you know.
Although
So
I wasn't completely, I think that I chose a good age to have kids. I think I was in my right state of mind. Might have not been 100% ready because I wasn't 100% healed and right where I'm at right now. But I think that I was way better off to where I've seen my past generation be at where they were having kids and they were off the hinges. Like,
so
so I
so I
get
have
what
to
you're
get
saying.
so I have to get to the comments. Notice I know you want to finish.
I
Um,
just I don't have the right words to put for you guys right now.
I'll finish it. I got you. I see where they're going, but
Because my thing is this, like
I
Daisy,
feel,
your young self, both of you guys, younger self, and my younger self, or anybody younger self, is still not mentally stable to be having kids. But yet you're comparing that to somebody with a mental issue. What about all of us 80 crack babies?
80 what?
80s crack babies that grew up around out of foster care and had PTSD coming from the streets.
Correct.
I had PTSD. I mean, I still to this day probably have PTSD, but that doesn't. I mean, I think that the older you get, the more mature and the more practice you get on self control. I think, like, even like people, like kids that cannot sit down and are not being able to like focus 100% in class, like they grow out of that, like not completely, but they're able to eventually learn self control. So once you get to a certain state of your age or whatever, you're able to be more, more mature and aware and more, able to be able to handle the stuff that you were not able to handle when you were younger. That you were still trying to figure out, well, what's going on and why do I feel like this and what's going on? Am I crazy? Am I frustrated? Like, you know what I mean? Because most of the time, I'm gonna be honest, you think there's something wrong with you, and you don't know why you're going through these feelings. Why is you're constantly blah blah blah? So people turn to drugs, sex, whatever it is they're turning to. But I mean, eventually, I'm hoping that if you do your self work and your self awareness, that you will get to a point to where you're able to sustain yourself and be able to have self-control in certain areas of your life to be able to have a child. Right. Not a lot of people know that at the beginning. So they're messing themselves up and their children up.
So Vanilla Gorilla says, I feel that women need men just as much as men need women. Unknown says, right. Unknown says, 99% of the hard and difficult job that keeps the world going are done by men.
That's subjective.
No, that's not. No, that's not.
That
is actual facts, people.
Have you guys ever seen that online where they put like the little electrical things on the man and they're like, okay, this is what it feels like to have a baby.
No, I'm just talking about that.
But you can't use
nurses keep the world going around. Doctors keep the world going around. They're saving lives. They're keeping.
I think everybody has a hand on that.
Not what he said. Don't take his words.
As a community,
he said 99% of the world's toughest jobs.
I know, but I'm saying that's
like building houses. Okay, we get it.
What's tough?
But there's doctors that are women. There's women that actually do the contracts or like draw the I don't know what it's called of the house. Like there's still women that do stuff. I mean, not all of them are going to build a house. There are women that still build houses. Like
no, but yeah, it says hard or difficult jobs. Some people would argue that a hard and difficult job is raising 10 kids by yourself. A woman. That's a hard and difficult job. So, like,
y'all putting extras on it.
No, it
ain't hard to take this
out if you can't take it.
Don't put extras on it. Man, look, check this out. See?
No, we're extra.
Hey, see, y'all that's watching us on IG Live, y'all got to come over to YouTube.
Okay, let's make you guys single parents and have a newborn baby.
I'm ending this.
See how you guys do.
Who's the final?
We gotta. I got other shit I gotta play. Check this out. I'm gonna filter this shit out. Check this out. It ain't. I've seen my motherfucking aunties shut down 30 kids at one time. Literally,
you can't do that.
She was most women. She was a strong one.
No,
it wasn't that ass.
Man, y'all understand, man. Y'all understand. Man, look, when you're good at what you do, when you're a good person, kids will recognize that. So it don't take a lot to put a kid in this place, right? It does not. All that pampering and shit, the shit that they know that they can get away with, they go fondle with your ass all day. There's a study came out to say that men are better fathers than the woman because the child grows up with more structure. That's why it says 2-parent households is a good thing. But they said because of the man, the child is more disciplined and more structured in life.
Yeah, I noticed that the boys would listen more to their dad than a woman. It's true.
It's just facts.
I pulled up 30 of the most hardest jobs. Now I'm only going to go to the top 10 if you guys are interested. The top 10, which some
okay. Why you pull that up? Why you pull that up? Why you pull that up? Okay,
Alright.
one
While
second.
you're pulling up the
There
top
are
10,
dangerous
if there's any
diseases
women
out
who do
here.
those jobs.
There were dangerous diseases way before COVID was a thing, so that shitty excuse for not having kids is exceptions don't make the rule. Um, I'll never try and tell someone whether they should or shouldn't have kids, or either like that, because God does things for a reason. He doesn't make mistakes. All right,
God doesn't
so
make
go ahead,
mistakes.
no,
That's
We
why.
do.
All right.
because I got
So
to get to the billionaire
there
conversation.
are 30. There are 30, and even in this 10 that I'm going to show you, there are some which women are a part of.
Thank
And
you. So now your argument is not valid because that guy said that only men do those jobs.
before you say that, some of those jobs don't make the world go round. They're just the hardest job in the world. That's all. I didn't put
Correct,
the
but women are doing some of them.
yeah, they are. We'll give you some of
Okay.
that.
What if they're doing 2% of those jobs? Does it
It
make a
doesn't
difference?
matter. There's women doing that. Men.
Top 10. Number 10. Search and rescue worker. Okay.
Oh wow, that's easy.
Yeah, that is okay.
That should be easy.
9. Logger.
What is a
Oh,
logger?
that should be easy.
They're being
Oh, that's-
loggers.
What is a logger?
See,
A person
next,
chops-
next.
you
I don't know
know,
what a logger is.
Firefighter.
in
A
that,
roofer.
that table, your house. The reason why the wood, the houses get built with the wood in them, those loggers chop down those trees and then they
Oh, that's what a logger is.
There was a movie about this woman who was like the head logger and she was teaching all these men how to do it. It's on Netflix.
One out of like 30 million.
I don't know, but it was
was
on
it a movie or was it an autobiography? Was it
No, it was a movie. It was based on a true story on
Was it
Netflix.
Okay. No, I give you that. I give you that. That's an exception.
Yeah, it is. It is. But still, women are not actively out there seeking this job.
We can skip number 8 because don't no woman want to be no roofer. So
Right. Oh, see, that's the whole point. That's how you gotta live.
Okay, well, women that are like, I don't know what you call them.
Hey, can I ask a question? 1 second, ladies. Ladies, can I ask this question? Would you, if you had a choice, would you rather deal with survival though? This is only survival. Would you rather deal with customer service or a person who's able to build a roof over your house? Survival.
Willing to what?
This is survival. This should be a no-brainer. This should be like
I'm gonna
like
be
if you.
I didn't hear the question.
He said if it was life or death, would you want to be a roofer or customer service rep?
No, and you had someone had to service your, like, you needed a roof over your house, like, you know, I mean, you need shelter, right? Who would you rather go to? Because there's more men in roofing than women, and there's more women in customer service than men. So, life or death, right? It should be a no-brainer. That's how I think of it. It's a no-brainer. I don't know why you have to go through these things are like the toughest jobs, because it's a no-brainer to think of. It's plain and simple that yes, men do the hardest jobs, and that keeps the fucking world up.
Yeah, disagree. Subjective.
Okay, so check this out. Do you
No,
want
men
men
are amazing. That's what you want us to be like. Oh, man, it's so amazing.
I know.
No, it's not that men are amazing. No, we're not saying that.
Amazing.
We're not saying men are amazing.
We should appreciate all of
it. Though I love that they're like in shape and stuff.
Number 7.
He said, I'll never try to tell someone. Oh no, I read that already. Exceptions. Oh no, hold on. Exceptions don't make the rule because 5% of women are in the field doesn't make the rule. Miss Nurse Sarah says only stupid men make comments like that, and women taking care of the house is what makes the world go round. Okay. If we stop 100%, I bet every dollar I have that life would suffer great. Okay. And you know what? And you know what men are gonna be doing? They're gonna be still keep doing what the fuck they do. It's not gonna stop. We still need lights on in this motherfucker. We still need
I've met
motherfucker.
men that are actually neater than a woman, but yeah.
I'm look, I get it. I'm not negating women's power on earth. I'm not negating that. That's what I'm
saying.
No, nothing, no one is saying that.
Women
No one
play a
is saying that.
significant role
Very significant.
and just life being brought. Trust me, we know because you guys carry babies. I would not want to push a fucking baby out of my ass. I'm telling you, like,
I hope you don't. That would be
but to say that there's
if God made it that way to where men had babies, I would not. You know what I mean? I would,
That's like you guys take care of the hand on hands load, and we take care of the baby load.
shit. Hey, check this out. If we was,
as equal.
hey, if men had a vagina and y'all, look, men had a vagina and y'all had a dick, we wouldn't know the difference. It wouldn't be no fucking. We'd just think it because it's be natural. So it wouldn't. It'd just be a natural thing. Just think about it. It would be natural as fuck. We wouldn't even think about it. Y'all be saying, well, if y'all had a dick, y'all be doing it, right? It'd be the vice versa.
It'd be vice versa. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody. So I mean, we can't argue that. You know what I mean? I used to get that all the time. If you had a pussy, you would understand what it's like. Man,
real quick, so we can
Here we go. Log is a lumberjack. Women are more in nursing and teaching than other fields, right? Because they are nurturing type of jobs. No, that's true. That's what I was talking about. It's a more nurturing community type of field, and that's why I say women raise the community, and men lead the community. You know, and that's my thing. So I'm not knocking on the woman culture. Women are the most powerful being on the social.
That's my nerd, Sarah. And I'm just kidding.
I love it. I love it.
You, girl. Women power.
I love it. I love it. You know, I love it. People, we talking about it tonight. Billionaire conversation. Let's get right into it. This is Kevin Hart explaining, you know, the life of just getting to that point. Let's chop.
No matter how much emotion and feeling you may have or how much hurt you may have, life has to go on. Life doesn't stop for anybody. So if you don't process that and understand that, you're stuck in whatever time period you got hurt forever. So grudges and anger and negativity, I don't have time for it because I'm living to do so much positive things. I can't stand in the past and bathe in what was wrong.
I agree.
I've seen that before a lot of times, but that's true. You see people, you know, when I was going to church, this one lady asked me, what age are you stuck on? Like basically what age are you in your spirit? You know, what is the little girl inside of you? How old is she? I didn't really understand that until later on. Like she was asking me what age was I stuck on because I was still hurt at that age. So I said 6, I guess. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I see it in my when I reacquainted with my mother, I saw the child in her. Like she suffers from schizophrenia. She suffers from, obviously it's mental health. She's been beaten many times. And when I left her, they said she had an outburst and then she's been like that ever since. So now she has to take medicine. So schizophrenia is a very harsh thing, especially if you suffered all your life. And she had a hard life all her life. So for me to see that in her, I literally saw the child in her. Like I saw her trying to be in competition with me for some reason. I saw her being snobby. I saw her all these little kid attributes in her because she's stuck in a time when she was hurt. You know what I mean? She never grew out of that. She wants to be taken care of. She looked for a man to take care of her, and she found one. So right now she gets to be a little girl all her life.
But see, that changes Okay, so we're talking about the money part, right? And I'm on like your money ain't right. And the reason why I'm saying like the reason why I played the video is because this is a person that we find is very successful, in his accolades and the things that he's done. But the things that he says, you know what I mean, have moved further, right? And it's bigger than you, right? So I
What
think
stops
getting
you
money,
from
huh?
stops you from getting money? Yeah.
No, 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 no. I say what I'm saying is the things that we say is it goes out, right? And it's bigger than us. It's bigger than us because it affects someone else. Now that becomes more than money. That's not, you can't put a price on that, right? This is how people become more successful, is by putting inspiration, putting gratitude, putting integrity, like inspiring that and opening that lock for people to understand like we have to move on. We have to continue. Whatever in your life, I get it, but you have to let that shit roll in the past and give a fuck about what people are gonna say because they're gonna say it anyway, whether dead or alive. Hey, it is what it is. But the only thing that you're going to be able to change, that you can only change, is your life. And the reason why I played this is because I see a lot of that where people would take on other people and make them a part of their things and then hold grudges because they're not reaching a certain point in life. They're not getting to a certain point in life. Well, it's because you have dead weight. So let's talk about it, people. Dead weight. Uncomfortable conversations. Letting go
That's
dead weight.
true. I mean, that's what he's saying is true. I mean, that's in anything in life, though. Like, the only way you can heal is to move forward. And for people who aren't stuck in the past, it is a blessing from God to be kind, to be happy every day, to be feeling guilt free. Those are blessings from God to have that, because there's so many people who wake up every day and they live in guilt, they live in fear, they live in the past. So if you wake up every day and you know that, hey, my life is renewed, I have renewed blessings, renewed strength every day, that's the best life to live, because there's people who will drag you down. But when we recognize that every body that comes into your life is there for a reason and a season, and you have to understand that everybody's not going to go where you need to go. That's just life. That's
Right.
life.
Right. Big notice.
Oh shit! I mean,
Jay,
you are
you look tired.
for me.
We can't hear you.
You said I look tired.
Yeah.
That's because I had a long weekend. I had a tournament today, tournament the other day, tournament the other day. So yeah, but we get through this. Dead weight, you are the company you keep, right? You know, sometimes that is mostly the fact. You hang around crackheads, eventually you're gonna start smoking crack. You hang around millionaires, you're gonna learn the ways of millionaires or billionaires, and you're gonna start seeing the value in oneself and start prospering as millionaires do. Um, and so the sometimes you can have people around you and they don't want to adhere to the I guess the advice or anything like that. So dead weight would be the ones that are not doing anything productive on their day to day or to overcome a certain situations. I used to be my number one motto. So but I found myself in a lack of um motivation sometimes. And I've been around people. Biz knows I've been around people where we worked every day. It was times me and Biz would be in the studio for 24 hours working. And then other people want to come there and just play around and thought it was just supposed to be a playground.
Dead weight.
Straight dead weight. Straight dead weight. Dude, they're there. They're not even there to even to lay a track down. They're not even there to shoot the video. They're not there to do any production value. They're not there to do any marketing. They're not there to do anything. What they're there is to smoke weed and drink and party like it's just a good time. So
Dead
I
weight.
mean, it's dead weight. So that's just one aspect of it. You know what I mean? But I think sometimes I've learned to look at certain individuals and just cut the tie right there, or love them or keep them at a distance for what they are. Some people are worth more to you than other people. Some people hold a significant value to you, and it's up to you to decide if you're going to be dead weight or not. But that's it.
People, you've heard it. Talk about it tonight. Gasmasktribe TV podcast. That was Your Money Ain't Right. And just having dead weight on you. Last video of the night, people. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys. Our last video. You guys always stuck with us, but you can always. Oh, I give all the updates after. I give all the updates and the blahs. We gotta get everybody out of here. But thank y'all so much. I'm gonna play the last video before we get out of here, and it's the.
Right.
All right. There it is. People, thank you so much. You gotta make sure because I got a couple videos back here, but the show has been extensive. The show has been extensive. So thank y'all so much. Gang. Last video of the night. Let's talk about it. Billionaire conversation.
Do you see yourself becoming a billionaire one day?
Yes, but I'm not really focused on it because it takes some time.
The question was, do you see yourself doing it?
I can see myself continuing success. So at what rate? I just not like, that's not my focus right now. I felt like after you accomplish enough, I'm already a billionaire compared to where I come from.
People, I played that because people think billionaires come from this high, extensive level thinking, all these, accolades in school and shit like that. And majority of billionaires don't even have a degree. Majority of billionaires just have a goal and they go straight for that and they are experts at that one thing. I remember talking to I wasn't not talking to Warren Buffett, but I remember listening to an interview with Warren Buffett. He said, I'm just an expert at this one thing and I just do that one thing. I don't try to do everything fucking else. I'm an expert at this one thing. And I try to know everything of that one thing. And once you achieve a goal in that, yeah, cool. You can go try all these adventures out to all the every, what I mean? But you don't need to become this high level school out. And people spend so much of their time. And I'm not knocking it. Look, I'm not knocking against school, right? I'm not knocking against that. I think everyone needs. Even Steve Jobs, went all the way to university, and of course, yeah, he dropped out, whatever the case may be. But we all need some schooling. I ain't gonna say that you can't be just a dumb nut out here, but period. There's things that in school where we may think that we need and we really don't. 80% of billionaires, I think it's more like 79%, 78%, but whatever the case may be, a high percentage of billionaires don't even have degrees. So it's easy than the things. Like then you think like, I'll never become a billionaire. Well, shit, you're right. I remember I heard a great person taught me some things on metaphysics, and it was like the things that you say are vibration, and vibration have no. It's like water; it has no other choice but to come back. That's all it like. It's no other. It's a boomerang, right? It's just everything we speak, it comes right back up, And if we stop and really kind of think about like, look, you will see those shit that you end up saying. The shit that you didn't want happen. Like, why is that?
Because
you know what I mean? A lot.
What's crazy? Like when I saw that video, I saw something totally different than what you just explained. I saw someone who was successful and didn't even recognize that they could be more successful.
Well, he wasn't.
He was kind of like, well, I don't really. And that was profound for me to see that even someone that successful wasn't certain and confident that they could be even more successful.
See,
The
that makes
confidence
me like
wasn't there at that time.
that makes me feel like okay, like you would need to hear the men say "I love you" in order to really believe it, right? Like you're not thinking about becoming a big no billionaire says or set out to they know that can be objectively happen, but that's not the whole goal is the bigger picture. They know that the bigger picture can bring wealth, but they're not thinking of like, oh, I'm gonna become a 10 times billionaire. Yeah, they know it can accumulate that wealth, but who knows it can happen? They're not so saying that like, yeah, like if they ask me, Biz, you could be a billionaire. Yeah, but I'm not gonna sit and say that like I'm looking for that because I don't want to. Like you can't like say that that's optional and then like you don't reach it and the person holds you to that. Like, well, you said you're gonna be a billionaire and you're not a billionaire. We're like, no, you can't. You see how people use their words to kind of like fuck up your shit. You know what I mean? Like it's the psychology of things,
They're
right?
using it
And
to
we
fuck
have to
up their
understand
own
that our
stuff, not
energy
your
that we
stuff.
but our energy, what the reason why I played that video of 50, and that was a younger video of 50. That was a younger video
Yeah,
of 50,
you could tell because I'm like,
right?
he's already.
He was
Right,
humble.
right,
He didn't. He wasn't. That wasn't his goal. His goal was just to be where he was at that
right.
time.
Just like
Yeah, he
Warren
definitely showed
Buffett.
humility in that video, and he definitely didn't know his worth at that time because that
Yes,
goal
he
wasn't.
did. Oh my
No,
goodness.
no. If you watch that video, he was very humble, and he was
That was
very
his
much like,
interview.
"Well, I don't know," you know.
Yeah, he was doing what he loved, and it was gonna carry him where
If you see a video
where
now,
he's
and
at
he like
now.
that now, he would not be
If you
talking
do what
about
you
it.
love, you eventually get there.
Videos with
Love
with
you, 50.
50 Cent. Go watch all the other videos of 50 Cent.
No.
Around that time, big. He was happy with success, but humble was not part of his repertoire.
In
Even
that
before
video, I saw humility in that video. That
Me
snippet,
too.
I don't know that
That was
every
one of the things that I saw in him too, humbleness.
yes. In
video,
that video, that clip he just
Because
showed
he could have
us.
been like, heck yeah, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm here to be a billionaire, millionaire, whatever.
once you
And
see
he wasn't like that.
once you see the other videos with him in and his other interviews, you probably won't sit there and say that then. Like me, I'm not like, oh, I'm not going to sit here and say 50 Cent is a humble guy, especially in his
He's
beginning.
not now, and he's not after he got out. Like after he was out there, he was cussing people out, and he
got
just
shot.
Okay,
Wait. We
and fuck
don't
Eminem
know.
and this
Wait.
and that. Like,
How are
I
we
didn't say
throwing
that.
this guy under the bus saying he's not humble?
but
We
he
don't
was,
know.
but he was humble at that point.
You know what I'm
In
saying?
that
But we
video,
don't
he was
know
humble.
his real demeanor because
Became a
sometimes TV and movies and stuff can play a totally different role than how you really are genuinely. So I
Okay,
can't just say, oh yeah, he ain't humble because we don't know that, right? He could be the most coolest, humblest person, but we see him in a situation where he has to react or be a certain way. That doesn't
you
mean
know,
that's demeanor, right?
and
Once
can
you're
I
an
say
entertainer,
this?
you can see through the fog, and Biz know that.
Right,
Once you're an entertainer, you can
right,
see through the fog.
right. And I just have to tell you, like, to get to that point, you have to have some level of humbleness. I don't give a damn what anybody say. Oh, he's arrogant because he got did that. Andrew Tate is arrogant because that. I don't give a fuck what you say. For that nigga to get to that point, you have to have some level of humbleness to even get there. Oh,
I agree with that. I agree to maintain what you got. Yeah, you have to have some humbleness.
no,
To get there,
because you got no,
step one
because
and
you got to do deals. See, look at the logistics. Look at the logistics. You got deals making. You got to meet cats. You got to get cool with cats. You got, you know what I mean. So there have to be some level of humbleness. You can't be arrogant with every motherfucker as you rising your way to
Because
the top.
somebody's helping
You
you on
get
your way up.
blacklisted.
Someone's
Right.
helping you on your way up. But here's the
Like,
thing: you can tell a lot about someone when they're not on camera, because what you see in interviews and TV and movies and all that, that's for show. And that's why I'm saying you don't really know a person until they're off camera. How do they act? Are they humble? Are they kind? Do they say kind things? Do they do kind things? Right? Like, so that's why I don't always look at what we see. You have to really be like, okay, who knows him personally? And what they say about that person is probably more accurate because they see them how they really are, genuinely how they really are.
so, did everybody expound? Did everybody?
I don't think Daisy gave hers.
I did. I was adding my.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I was talking about
that video too.
My bad.
So to conclude the topic on tonight, I know we gotta get into the after hours, but to conclude the topic on tonight, people, whatever you do, understand that your money have to be checked. Do an audit on yourself like every month or every 2 months. You know what I mean? I generally do one every 3 months. I do a big audit on myself and the whole logistics of things, how money is going out, coming in, and it's a good way to know how you're maneuvering. And if you're trying to objectively get to somewhere in life and move up, you know what I mean? You got to be able to find out other ways. So there's business credit, there's business funding, there's all these other attributes to really get out there. And the videos tonight were literally just trying to get you in that mind state of wanting to get there. Just shaving off the bullshit and getting to the point to where you can see your objective and your goals. And so I just hope, that you guys found value on tonight and was able to, see a new perspective on things and money. Like we didn't even talk about the financial structure tonight. We didn't even talk about how money is dealt. Maybe we'll talk about it in the after hours, but you know what I mean? Generally for stuff like that, I want you guys to come to the Patreon. So we're setting that up because then that's where we can literally spend our time to dissect things and be able to give our dissective opinion. So, you know what I mean? But you already know Mondays when it's on YouTube, we always got to just come out, hang out, chit chat, give you guys a little bit of taste of what you may get on Patreon. And the conversation may divvy off, but people understand that your money is you and you represent your money. And if it ain't representing right, then that shows where you are in your life.
Yep.
Gang, gang, gang. I don't mean to hit it so hard to the chest, but you gotta say that shit with your motherfucking chest. Miss Cat, Miss Daisy, before we get into the last word with Big Notice, you ladies go ahead.
You want to go?
Either
Daisy,
one.
or
Either
me?
one. Either one.
I'll go. I just want to, my closing things is to tell you if you're looking to build wealth or if you're looking to just elevate your life and be a better person, find mentors that are doing better than you, that are successful but positive people, and ask them, can you be a mentee? It doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter what educational level you are. Find someone who's willing to bring you up. And that's how you're going to have better finances. That's how you're going to have a better life. And that's how you're going to meet the right people.
I personally and am on my path of actually getting financially together. So one of the things that I personally like, I think it's on Amazon, is the little separators that that are like labeled like vacation and oh, this is for groceries or this is for whatever bills. And I like how like they have it organized, because for me, organization and just knowing what I'm doing, it's very important. So just being organized and kind of knowing where your money is going and being aware where it's supposed to go, I think that'll also save you money, because a lot of times we're not aware and we tend to splurge a little too much and we end up, not being aware of where our finances are going.
Hey, if you can't afford that bitch 3 times than what you got in your motherfucking pocket, you don't need a motherfucker.
One lady once told me, she was like, we choose where our money goes. Like a lot of people say they broke, but they really not, because they have Mercedes Benz outside, but they asses are starving. They're eating cup of noodles. They're doing other shit because they want the more expensive luxuries stuff. They want to flash or whatever.
Hey,
So
and you're right.
we
I give
choose
you
where our
that.
money
I give you
goes.
that. But I like Miss. I'm trying to go on like you said earlier, and Miss Cat was saying, get a mentor, get someone, but I mean that you may know that's real good with money, or may manage money a little bit better than you, or know how to get to money better. You know what I mean? Like people are scared to do shit or work with people better than them. Like stop being in your fucking pride shit. Get out your fucking pride and go work with people who are better than you. That's the only way you can become better, motherfucker. Anyway, I'm done. After hours, people, y'all get that.
Last words we're noticing. Fuck it. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Gasmasktribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull. I'm gotta get used to that timing. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Everybody that came out, Vanilla Gorilla, UK, Mercer, everybody that came out to go ahead and support us. You know what I mean? In the Gasmasktribe, we all love you out there. When it comes to friend, dead weight, when it comes to money and finances, I'm gonna tell you like this: it is hard out there right now. When they said I was reading financial analytics the other day, and it says 70% of people are going through their savings right now and are broke. So that lets you know what kind of economic value we're going through right now. But Biz and Kat and Daisy are right. When it comes down to it, you want to have somebody that is just a little bit smarter in financial literacy. Somebody that's owned a business, somebody that's done this before, that has a bank account that's probably bigger than yours. In that case, you will want to try to take some advice. I think Daisy said, want to watch what's being put out, what's being put, what's coming in. These are all things you want to be literal, want to be literate about. Like I know right offhand what's coming in, what's coming out, how much to pay, and this, that, and the third. And I tried to always minimize and everything. Also, it's good to keep like-minded people around you, the people that's going to be financial literate, people that love money, that love making money, things of that nature. When it comes down to it, it's going to make you a bigger and better person. That's all I really have to say for now. Now, everybody, I hope everybody had a safe Memorial Day weekend. Everybody come back safe. Try out some of the new foods that we mentioned earlier. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, share, and follow, and join the Patreon, like they said. So take care. Brush your hair. Wash your hands and say your prayers, because Jesus and germs is everywhere. Church.
And you already know we in the after hour. We made it. Hey, I couldn't wait for the after hours. I ain't gonna lie, because I wanted to go on my little rants and shit. Now I ain't got no more rants. I'm done. I don't know what the fucking people. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Gasmasktribe TV podcast where we filter out that bull, and we have to have a conversation about it, people. We have to have the conversation tonight. If you ever if you're just now tuning in, y'all go back, check that out. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's just really it. I just understand how most people are scared to work with people better than them, or look better than them, or just do things better than them. And it's like, oh no, they just make me feel out of place. Well, obviously, the universe pulled you around that motherfucker to show you that you need some of this to bring you up. Sometimes what people be asking for, the universe will put them in that position, and then they'll be like, and then the universe be like, well, motherfucker, you didn't want it. How does that make sense? I don't know, man. I don't know. That just don't make any sense to me. Unknown says, if you want to keep your money, learn what accountants know so you can get hella tax write-off. Fucking right. So you can keep your money in your pocket. You fucking right, bro. That's the number one thing that made me want to like know more about money was taxes. I'm like, there's no fucking way that like I'm paying this much money out on taxes. What the fuck? That shit don't make any sense. Hell no, anime. I can't have this shit, anime. You need to eat all this cake. You know what I mean?
What?
So I had to tell the IRS, like, yo, IRS was anime for me. Y'all got to eat this cake, you know. But that's what I'm saying. Like that, those are the things. Those are the money values and things. But check, I got some. This is what I wanted to play earlier. So those are the videos today. Now, after hour. Okay. Oh, here we go. Gang. Check this out. Check this out. Daisy, check this out.
I was adopted by a pedophile and a woman who worked in law enforcement as a criminologist in the state of Iowa. When I was 10 and 11, I started calling the cops on my adopted parents, but because of my adopted mother's position with law enforcement, they wouldn't believe me. So she would just tell them I was crazy, and because I was hysterical and crying, I would end up getting tackled and punched by the police. This happened about 4 or 5 times until I was sent to a group home where I stayed for 15 months. I went through some of what I would consider horrific things with my adoption, but the worst thing, and that's what I want you guys to understand something about these people. This person also ended up sexually assaulting my son because nobody listened to 10-year-old me. And I became confused about my reality.
What the fuck?
They try to
What the
manipulate.
fuck?
I've heard about horror stories in foster homes. People raping the children, prostituting the children that they get in the home. Like I
She
heard,
hella beautiful. You can't. We know you like black women. We know you love them sisters.
I know this one lady told me that somebody that used to live on Figueroa had a foster children and they were prostituting the girls. So yeah, I would not find it. There's nothing weird in this world. To me, like that's how raw it is in this world. It's how raw it is.
Notice didn't get to see the video, but
I watched it.
But
she is pretty.
I just thought it was pretty fucked up how she was adopted by a white lady who's a law enforcer who had a husband who's a pedophile. And then anytime she was to say something, they wouldn't believe her because she got the law behind her back. So you just lonely as fuck in this world. Like we're the lonely ones in this fucking world, bro. Like that's foul as fuck that you can't even run to anyone and that would believe your case. No one.
And nowadays they're asking you to have proof. So if there's no semen or no kind of body fluids on that child, it's not going to be believed because there's no evidence. So imagine all the people that are getting away with this stuff. If you could touch or molest a child, you could get away with that because guess what? There's no evidence. It's not on camera. There's no fluids.
You can still. That's why they have court.
Yeah, but that's what court is going to tell you. Well, there's no evidence.
Sometimes, sometimes that's right.
Especially when you got them on your side.
You got little Betsy Sue talking about it. She got gang rape.
Yep.
And then they mark foster children or just children in general that are adopted because they're considered, same thing as problem children. So you're traumatized, you're a problem child, you've been through a lot, you don't know what you're saying.
No.
Wow.
Put it back in.
Nah, I wouldn't. See, that's that bullshit. So,
do you see?
Hold on, I got one more for y'all.
I'm gonna show you how to.
No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Oh, this is it. Here we go.
It's a social construct based on controlling people and keeping people chasing artificial dreams while they live high on the hog, telling us to wait for some motherfucker to surf off a cloud. He ain't coming. If you're waiting on him to come on a cloud with some long stringy hair, he ain't coming. He ain't never been coming. They made it up in order to control us. Do what Dr. B said and can get the parasites out your mind. And worst parasite we face with now is the religious parasite. God intoxication on an artificial construct. Get it out your head.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
The religion is a parasite
On an artificial construct.
in your head. It's all in your head.
Damn. It's just the wordplay. It be fucking me up. Like, God damn. Who thinks of putting those words together to think of some shit like that? He was really in his feelings. You know what I mean? He was really in his feelings, man. So I just shit like that. I be having these videos in the back office, and I be like, I'll just play them in the. He said, "Good and evil people in the world, yin and yang." He also says, "What do you call a group of depressed kids?" I already know you about to go in. Damn, she hella beautiful. Gang, gang, gang. People, thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Y'all thugs life, man. This is a little tip I found about some money. Maybe it can help y'all out. Maybe I could come up on some dough. Hey, we talking about money tonight.
Here's a quick and easy way to make $100 right now. First, you're gonna go to the App Store and download Chime. It looks just like this app right here. I know what you're probably thinking, well, like what is Chime? Hold on, I got you. So Chime is an online bank that's willing to pay you $100 for setting up direct deposit with them from your job. It just makes banking easier. There's no overdraft fees. You can get paid 2 days earlier. You can withdraw from anywhere.
So people, if you got a job and you trying to make a quick hundo, hey, set up a direct deposit with Chime. Get you a quick honey.
Let me show you how you can make up to $100 an hour as a teenager. Well, let's say you lost your job and you look for another way to make money. The very first step you want to do is go to this website called Zillow.com. Find and make a list of up to 100 properties that are currently selling in the market. Most importantly, write all the names and numbers of all the agents that are assigned to the properties. Step number 2, go on Canva.com and design you an ad for the property for the agent. When you're done, it should look something like this. Send the ad to the agent and ask them if they're willing to work with you. Most real estate agents are busy, so if you're charging them anywhere from $25 to $50 per ad, you're basically doing them a huge favor, and they will be more than willingly to work with you. If you do 2 or 4 of these an hour, you basically made you $100 an hour. So don't forget, if you're a new Forex trader, check out Ego Effects.
Hey, some of you old motherfuckers, if you got the time, you know how to set up some art shit. Literally, Canva is literally a click of a button. I fucks with Canva all fucking day. So Canva literally has the templates in there for you. So literally, you can go to Zillow and literally find a real estate agent, send them an email, say, hey, I have, this is an ad I like to, present to you, whatever, right? And all of a sudden the person likes it and it looks good, professional. They gonna pay you that 50, 60, whatever bucks you want to do. I like to say maximize it. You know what I mean? Try to hit you up about like 10 real estate people in LA. They fucking got houses on sales all the time. Matter of fact, they selling a lot of homes in Atlanta, so you can do that also. There's a lot of homes being bought in Atlanta. So just what I mean, like you can make a good, like he's talking about 100 a day. I'm talking about you could pull in a good 500. You know what I mean? Good 500. I mean, hustle. Like you shouldn't have to work a job if you don't have to, like if you don't want to. Now I kind of see like when people have jobs, they kind of like, I'd rather just be here. But I get it because it works towards your 401k, and I don't want to sound bad towards it. I don't want to bash it. You know what I mean? Being at a 9 to 5, because it's definitely workable. But like there's other ways. Like if you have a 9 to 5 and do this side hustle, like for a dude, I say ninjas should be getting bread right now. Like if you a single dude, you ain't got no kids, no girl that's really locked down, married or whatever, or you got a girl who ain't trying to hold you down, because most of them do. Trying to hold you down, they want all your fucking time. Like, I'm gonna be a billionaire, you want all my time. How that's gonna happen? Right?
No girl wants you to be under her all the time, though. That's
a
lie.
Let
That's
that
a
motherfucker start
lie.
becoming a let him become 100,000. Right? You got with him when he was making 10,000. Now he started making 100. Then he started clocking in quarter 250,000. All of a sudden he hit 1.2. Then he hit 4. I'm talking M's. Then he hit 5. Then he hit 50 M's, 70 M's. What? Man, you gonna be all over that nigga dick. You gonna be like, man, you better not. I want to know where you going, who you going with, what color clothes you wearing, what's the car, how much gas y'all got in the car.
Well, yeah, if you start buying flashy shit to impress females, then yeah, I'm gonna be like, what's going on?
What the? He's made himself a billionaire now.
Some people be trying to impress.
Wait.
Y'all remember that movie?
Hey, check.
Remember
How
that
you gonna
gangster
demand?
movie? What did it teach you? That gangster movie with
I
what is
want
his
to
name?
know this.
What is his
Can you
name?
answer this? How
Freaking.
you gonna demand so much from a dude you ain't even married to? Y'all just dating.
What's his name? It said like a gangster don't need to be flashy, because that's
Hey,
when you
like I
start
said,
getting all
that's
this
Frank
bad
Ocean.
attention.
Frank Ocean. I watched it. That's my shit. I mean, no, Frank Lucas. That Frank Lucas movie.
It's called American Gangster.
American Gangster. But check this out. How you gonna demand a man to like shut down his
Don't
shit
be talking shit to me.
and you only his girl? You're not his
Don't be
wife.
talking
Like
shit. I don't care
he
if I'm
made,
your girl. You're
but how
supposed to
you
be
gonna?
making me comfortable in your girl stage so that I can know I could be wifey. Because what if I
Oh
don't want
hell
to be
no!
wifey
See, you
because of how
never be
you treating me
wifey.
right here?
Well, you never be
At
wifey then.
girlfriend stage, you're making me comfortable and you're showing me we're supposed to show each other. That is our job,
Hey, you know
right?
what a
To show
girlfriend
each
stage is?
other that we're okay and we're gonna be able to do this
Hey,
as
you know what a
a
girlfriend
husband and
stage is?
wife.
You know what a girlfriend stage is? Why he's becoming a billionaire? You know what a girlfriend stage is? Watch this. You hear that?
Nothing.
It is something.
I'm not saying it's nothing.
You guys, are you telling me that you cannot appreciate or respect your girlfriend because she's not your girlfriend? Because basically you're not. I'm nothing. So a girlfriend basically is nothing to you. This is the stage where you're supposed to be able to learn each other and show.
Hey, in my eyes, only thing you be good for, unless you show traits of being considered for a wife, right? If you don't show no traits being considered to be a wife, then you just pussy.
And why her if she's not?
Then you just pussy.
What he's trying to say is like you
So
as a billionaire, you don't date girlfriend, you don't have girlfriends in a relationship. If you're gonna be pursuing something.
That's it. That's all you want her for as a girlfriend.
Tell her Notice. He was about to tell you. But go ahead, Notice. Because he'll say it back. Because I just say you just pussy. It's just pussy.
So he kicking Legos again. But look, let me. What I think he's trying to
I
say
mean, it is.
Look. As a millionaire and as a billionaire, you with a woman. Either if you're dating him, that's all you're gonna be. But primarily, they want a partner. So if you haven't made it to engagement status within a month, within 30 days, then that's a problem. You should see yourself outside the door. You should walk yourself outside the door. You should, because it's just going to end badly. You'll end up hurt in 30 days.
It's a big time hurt. Big time hurt.
That's take 30
in
days.
A billionaire's life? In a billionaire?
Think about it. If I had $1 billion, $1 million, I have
Let me tell you what men think.
I'm structured. I'm sound. In my life, the only thing I'm missing is a woman. And if you in 30 days, I don't feel like you're completing me, you're ghost. You're out of here. That's just
well, that's perfect. Then I should be gone. And
most women are not
that's
going to.
not a lot of people, though. A lot of people are still consistent on going with the consistent person that they're dealing with, and they do it for years.
But I'm gonna tell you like this.
Whether you're a billionaire, I know of it.
I still would keep.
Well,
because you might got some bomb. Who knows? You might got some bomb. So
guess what? Like a billionaire is still a human being. They're just human beings with money.
Right.
That think that they spoil and can do whatever the fuck they want. And then they can do whatever the fuck they want. But still, Like,
Notice.
I mean, it's up to a girl to let him do it or not.
Okay, so notice. I want to ask you: will it be safe in a woman as a man? Right? You a millionaire. I ain't gonna put a billionaire on you. Right?
Yeah.
Let's say as a woman, her best interest would be to be on his side than to be like this is a partnership type deal. Which one would be best for her?
To be a what? If she's the billionaire, I don't think she would look at you as
No,
a partner.
no, the men's
You're not,
wait.
you're
She's
not
not a
rich as
millionaire.
well, and you don't have
Matter of
a
fact,
billionaire status.
matter of fact, I'll give you the payroll where she works at. She got motherfucker. She's the clerk at McDonald's. All right. He's a millionaire.
She has to be interested. She can't. It's
Right.
impossible to be in a partnership.
Thank you.
It's impossible.
Be impossible. Be impossible. You can't even fathom what it would be like to be in a partnership with him. He thinks on a different mind state.
He
Different
might,
intellect.
but you know what? Some people don't think like you. Not everybody thinks like you.
No,
Not
but that's
everybody thinks
not
the same
okay.
way.
But
what he's
that's
trying to say is
naturally
she's gonna have to be willing to learn, to break herself down and be humble, to be like, you know what, break everything that she know as dating a man and be like, you know what, I want him to teach me his ways, so that way at some particular point in time that maybe I can entertain the thought of being a partnership. But until then, until you learn how to be that woman, it'd be virtually impossible. It'd be virtually impossible.
He's so stupid.
Shit, being a billionaire, I would. What do you say? I
We were
would
reading out the message.
one chick. Fuck all that having all types of shit. You say that shit now. How many chicks you got right now? And
what the? Get that bullshit out of here, UK. Get that bullshit out of
He said he's
here.
gonna have him a
Don't
billion
get
because he
hey
got $1 billion.
UK. Hey, hold on. Me and Notice. Hold on. Me and Notice needs to filter this out. UK. Don't you ever come on this fucking podcast disrespect us like that.
These models will go for
Nigga,
that.
we know
These
you.
women are money hungry.
We know you, UK.
That was cap. That was hella cap.
That was big cap. Big cap.
You mean to tell like, nigga, how many girlfriends do you have right now? Currently?
See, that's what
girlfriends are you smashing? Or homegirls, you call them.
None.
Homegirls. Yeah. Nigga, if your money was a lot better, then come on, man. You can't tell me. You would be pulling up in no 3-piece suit, stepping out of a Ferrari, nigga, and having Monisha and Bonquisha and all.
Check this out. You know what's even more fucked up? See, I'm messy. I'm messy as fuck. I'm messy. I'm an evil motherfucker. I'm messy. I got an evil eye. Check this out. I'm the type of motherfucker. Okay, you didn't want to fuck with me going up the ropes? All right, it's cool. You want to join on the plan? All right, it's cool. I ain't stopping, but you gonna do your do. You ain't coming up with my. You ain't doing what I want you to do. No. Like you don't love me no more. We don't get it. All right.
Oh, you sound like a Martin.
All right.
Oh, he
like
said,
okay.
I said I would have all.
Hey, Gina.
No,
look, I would say. I said I would look.
Oh no, he said he's had one chick. Fuck all that having all.
So
all that, having all types of chicks. No, you read the but the last part of what you said, UK, was wrong. You said shit. Being a billionaire, I wouldn't have just one chick. Fuck all that having all types of chicks. So you kind of contradict yourself in the same thing.
Or maybe he did a typo thing. Maybe it's a typo thing.
He want a girl from different area codes.
Okay, about to say, buddy. But
I mean, I would like no lie. You single, you a billionaire. You about to if she ain't fucking with the plan and she don't have the intellect where you're at, you ain't about to waste your fucking time. There's too many fucking women in the world. You can meet some princess over in Dubai and do that shit with. You know what I mean? You gotta understand the thinking mentality. So that's why, like, always, like, okay, I'll put it like this. My mom, right? My mom was like full blown prostitute, right? I used to tell my mom, like, I ain't gonna lie, this is true facts. I used to tell my mom, like, why you do it for these low end niggas? Like, you should do it for these high end niggas. Like these niggas, they
You
hire
can say
me to
that shit to
perform.
your mom?
Look, check this out. Check this out. I was like, they hire me to. Oh, it gets nuttier. I be like, they hire me to perform at they parties. So what's the best way to get these niggas? Right? It just wasn't a cup of tea. She didn't have the intellect. She didn't have the know-how. She didn't have the style. She didn't understand the aura, the room. You get what I mean? So it's just like it's not about her actually doing it, but it's the fact that she didn't understand that thinking mentality. She didn't understand what those type of men look for or what they look at. You know, and so I'm just saying, like when women put themselves on these pedestal, I like to see if they have the intellect or the mentality to deal with these type of head-driven dudes. And okay, now if he stop and say, you know what,
money, so I wouldn't
look,
give you.
hey, if he stop and be like, you know what, it's just for us, bae. It's just for us. I'm gonna stop everything I know how, everything I do, blah blah blah, just for us, right? And if he stops and do that, and you don't correct that shit, oh yeah, y'all gonna be in the world of danger. Because he gonna go back to him remembering the fact that he should have done what he should have done in the first place. And that's that part of maturity I'm saying, like understanding the person you're with. Like if you know this person off to a great start and you can see them in the high level in life, why would you want to put yourself in a way to be in front of that or be like, you get what I mean? Like that don't even make any fucking sense. That's like you about to become number one in the racetrack, and I want to put myself with you in a racetrack. What the fuck don't even make any sense, right? But we do that in life and relationships all day. Motherfuckers see a motherfucker rising and somebody attach themselves with them all day just to kind of like, and they'll forcefully put themselves, you ain't leaving me, da 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 da. This motherfucker live a whole different life. He don't even live in the same. When he walks out the door, his lifestyle is just fucking different. Her lifestyle, I'm talking about for men and women too, but it mostly happened in men. You know what I mean?
I
Women
know
at
they
that
have spouse envy. Like I see a lot of spouse envy. Not the support part, but where there's a lot of jealousy and like, well, you know, you left me behind and I don't get to do this, but you get to do that. I think that's what Will Smith and Jada was going through, a lot of spouse envy from her side.
Yeah. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I mean, neither.
Well, no spouse envy there, because if that nigga would have real spouse envy, or he'd be slaying those, bro. What?
He didn't have.
You know how many?
He didn't have spouse envy.
What?
She did.
You know how many
She was
females will?
jealous of him because she even brought up that she didn't get too freaky. She gave up all her life for him, and she did this, and she did that, and she did. But all the stuff that he was doing for her.
Sis, you know how many females is lined up to have their baby by Nick Cannon? Imagine if Will Smith was to come out and say, "Open daylights, ladies, let's go."
Yep.
What?
Line up.
What? You talk about spouse envy? He don't have no man. Please, man, that nigga can get
Career
25.
wise, she was envious. That's why she did what she did.
Where?
Jada was bad. Jada's bad. Bad.
Anybody she was bad.
I want to fuck her still.
She was bad.
Jay, go to the corner.
She was bad. She ain't bad no more.
Her cheekbones just give me a little bit now.
I don't like her. God have her.
She ain't bad no more. But,
she was bad when she was young.
Oh yeah, when she was young, she was killing. UK says
even in the Matrix, she was bad.
Yep. UK says, and the topic between relationship status, I'm single, but I have friends with benefits, and we are talking about bringing another female in the circle. Gang. Have a whole tribe there.
Wow. So you talk about
gang.
Get your menage on, my guy.
Yeah, get your shit, my guy. Go ahead. Shit.
We are
you only live once, my guy. You only live once, my guy.
Make sure there's enough liquor and get you some Fizz pills. You'll be have a
Some what?
Fizz
Some
pills.
mollies. Get you some mollies.
Ecstasy.
Man, this is no man. We don't promote drugs, but we promote getting fucked up.
Just get you the weed. The weed is good enough. Girls get horny.
Hey, we don't promote drugs, but we promote
weed.
Yes.
we
Don't
don't
give me no
promote.
weed.
I'm gonna use that. We don't promote drugs, but we promote getting fucked up.
Get fucked up.
Hell yeah. Thank y'all so much, man. That's been the end of our motherfucking after hours. Just trying to find cool females, cool with our lifestyle. What's your lifestyle like, bro? I'm interested now.
Get to an Asian
What's your
woman.
lifestyle? What is your lifestyle like to have two women involved? I want to know what your lifestyle like.
And what kind of girls do you like?
He means like him.
Oh, Miss Daisy.
Don't want me to. I just want to know. I'm interested.
Why you the one saying what type of?
I want to know what girls, what kind of girls do you involved with?
They can't take it anymore.
If you playing me, I'm just saying.
Keep
She
it
want to know.
on the low.
So you don't. Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't date white guys. I forgot.
No, I don't date white guys, unfortunately, unless he
Daisy,
look
I'm
like
gonna tell you one other thing, Daisy. If you come on this show looking like somebody else again, yeah, I don't recognize you again. You starting to have 50 shades of faces, goddamn it! Like
50 shades of Daisy. These are the 50 faces of Daisy.
50 faces of Daisy. I'm like, don't take this the wrong way, but you look like you're 22. Am I lying, Biz? You look young.
Yeah, she look like
you look young.
And I'm 38. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I'm just saying, whatever you did, like nigga, you keep changing.
Right now, she look like this. She look like the skinny version of this Jewish girl that sings. She real big, and she has just her. Dude, my daughters put me onto her. She's dope though. She's super dope. The girl is fucking talented as fuck. But she's a Jewish girl, and you look like literally the skinny version of her. Like if I could pull her up right now, I would.
Thank you.
But she's dope. I mean, she's big though, but you're truly the skinny version of her. You'd be like, what the fuck, bitch? Don't do that. They need to talk. They need to be okay with not seeing me for a few days and know I'm gonna keep looking to other females. And I mainly go for black women.
He's a white guy that likes black women.
But I do go for a race, not just race, not just white.
I like mixed men. I like them.
Why you like
speak Spanish in my ear? No, I'm just kidding.
Why you like mixed men? They're the most fucked up ones. They're the most fucked up ones.
I mean, my baby daddy was Belizean, and he was definitely crazy.
But he wasn't mixed. He's Belizean. That's not mixed.
Belizean is mixed. They're Taino. They're Taino. So they're
and
black.
And what else?
Creole. They're because
they're Brazilian.
So some of them have Mexican. Some of them speak Spanish. Some of them speak broken French. That shit is.
Can I tell you that?
And he had pretty curly hair. He reminded me of like a tropical Disney guy.
Can I tell you historically, he looked like a Cuban guy. He was Brazilian, and that's Brazil. Like you could only look that way. A lot of Brazilians are dark. They have a lot of ancestry, but a lot of those are just black Indians. We're quote unquote black Indians, if you want to say that. But I don't think they're. And the only reason why they speak Spanish because of the Spaniards came through. That's the only reason why.
Obviously they're mainly Mayan.
But I wouldn't consider them.
Mayan and Aztec was Mayan and Aztecs. They're right there. So like even
in
my bloodline, I have Mayan and Aztec in my blood.
But I wouldn't consider them actually mixed, right? I would just other than mixed
Latin, they're Latino.
Yeah, they're Latino. So what would be a mixed guy?
I like basically black Latinos.
No, so you like
That
a black
remind me
guy?
of like the freaking waterfalls in the jungle. I'm just kidding. I need a jungle boy in my life.
I had when I was having my kids, my each child had to stay inside the little incubator. And I think yeah, my two daughters, my son no, but my two daughters, yeah, they had to stay inside the incubator for like a couple of days because they call it jaundice or whatever, the skin pigment, whatever. And I was tripping because I'm like, I'm black, it's shouldn't woo woo, but they were like, no, it's actually a thing with mixed kids because of what I mean. If they were just regular, like if you just like if it was two black people, you wouldn't need it because their pigmentation is there and to protect them. But they needed more sunlight to bring out their pigmentation so it could be able to. It was crazy. I was tripping off that.
Yeah,
And
my
I was
babies
like,
were born light
wow.
too. They were born light, and then they grew into their skin color. But
Yeah, I
we
was like,
go into skin color every day, all the time, because sometimes I get very dark and sometimes I get very light. So
I don't see how you don't get like people asking you like, are you mixed or anything?
yeah, I get it all the time. Sometimes people think I'm Hawaiian. Sometimes
Oh, okay,
they
I can
think
see
I'm
that.
Filipino. Sometimes they
Oh,
think
I
I'm
could definitely.
Belizean. Sometimes they think I'm
Okay,
mixed. Sometimes I look Indian. I get a
I would
lot of
give you.
different looks
I would
depending on
give
what
you
I'm
like.
wearing.
I would give you like uh uh Armenian or some shit because of them thick ass
Yes,
Tupac
and I was doing
eyebrows.
Uber, and an Armenian man was like, "You look like the woman of my country." I was like, "Really?" He was like, "Yes." You want to marry me? I was like, "What?" It's like, "Yes, I already have a one wife." So
You
he
wouldn't
wanted
do
me
it.
to be one of his wives.
You wouldn't do it. Why you stop?
Why would I? Why would I want to be
Paper it
you?
up. Paper it up. Marry the legacy, not the man. See, women, y'all be knocking y'all own blessings, man. I can't even hate, man. Now no more. I can't. I just like I gotta call it how it is. Y'all be knocking y'all own blessings. Well, if I don't vibe with him and like him and love him, and then the
I want to
fuck,
be in love. Like I want to be in love and have
well,
peace.
keep searching because
That's
that
what I
shit.
envision. Being in
Well,
love and having peace. That's all I want.
keep and no money.
I want some money. If it's two of us, it better be some type of money flowing in here.
Well, you
I'm
gotta
not
think
saying I
about.
want to be rich. I'm not trying to work to be rich. That's not my goal.
Well, you gotta think about what that's going to
I
consist
want to
of.
be comfortable. Like if there's okay, regular poor people and middle class and then rich people, I don't mind being somewhere above middle class or in middle class because I want to be comfortable. I don't care about having to do all of this where I don't have time to see my children and I don't have time to have a relationship with my husband and connect. I don't that's not what I envision for myself.
Well, I tell you this.
I want to have vacations. I want to do shit with my family, and
Right. Well,
sitting
go
here
get
trying to
you.
be a
Well, you're
billionaire
ready.
ain't gonna do
Well,
it.
let me tell you. Let me tell you. You're ready for a nigga that's about 52, 53.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? That's the age group. You need to go at those men.
Hey, there's some fine ass mixed or black men because I still like
Damn.
black men that are 50 something. I like black
Damn.
men. My oldest son is I mean my youngest son's dad is Nigerian, half Nigerian and half Creole.
Damn.
So like he's still mixed. He's still mixed, but he is still a black man. So I'm just like I don't mind if they look good. You guys don't age. I don't age. So we will make a good couple at 52.
No. I'm look. You see, Buck was like bullshit. Get that bullshit out of here. That's what Buck said right now. Go get him, Buck.
Whatever, bud. Whatever, bud.
Go.
Throw him a bone. Throw him a bone.
So we gonna get out of here, but I definitely feel that women they're missing out on their blessings
Well,
because
I
they
don't think
trying
they're
to fall
getting
for
a
this
blessing
love
from the
story.
church.
Women trying to go for a fucking love story and it doesn't exist, and your ass gonna be
Life ain't no
searching
Disney
for the
story.
rest of your life for that fucking love story, and it's never gonna
Disney,
come
I'm
until
not.
the realization hits your ass. Until you go date a motherfucker who's 50 or 60. then you get
And
that
that's
because
fine
you got
because
the
that
time
50
for
or
that.
60-year-old might just take care of me the way I want to be treated, and that's fine.
He will, and he will because he wants to
And
travel.
he's not gonna
He
look it
wants to.
either because I'm not going after one that looks all crazy.
I
I'm
got
telling you.
piece of advice for all men out there. Just don't date a gypsy or a witch. And you'll be fine.
Don't date a gypsy
Or a witch. Yeah.
I just think you're him.
or a witch. I'm both.
Look at Vanilla Gorilla said, I just think you're human.
She said both, motherfucker.
I'm both. I'm a gypsy for sure.
Look, Vanilla said, I just think you're human. Look,
Thank you. I am human. I'm human. But you're over here calling me a witch.
Go ahead and get him. Go ahead and get you something.
Come on, Vanilla, get you some
I'm
more,
gonna be the
man.
witch that's gonna come into your dreams and hunt you at night.
Come on, Vanilla, give him some more sweet words, man.
Sweet nothings, my guy. We'll let you do it.
Yeah, come on.
Vanilla, wait
Come
for
on. He said, Matt, go to bed. You're going soft. I fucking love it, bro. I fucking love it. I needed that.
I'm tired because I'm over here feeling weird.
He's tired. You could tell it in his eyes.
I took some medicine, so my
Gasmasktribe TV podcast, people. Thank y'all so much. We are out of here. Gang, gang, gang.